But yeah, bro. Yo, so what you doing? What you
Also,
up to,
what
bro?
is this
What you
loot,
up to?
bro?
No, I know. My inventory's don't have anything in there. But yo, so see what you been up to, bro?
Um, Streaming?
Bro, why are you streaming without no armor, bro?
Yeah, cause I'm like dying like literally like on the second teleport, bro.
Just do RTP slash RTP. You know what that is?
Yeah, I know, bro.
So look, when they trap you, right? When you fall down into the trap, you do slash RTP and you're gone, bro.
I know, bro. I know, but like to put me in combat, bro.
No, but you have to insta RTP. You have to be ready to RTP.
Yeah, I did that, bro, like 6 or 7 times, bro. But like I literally like die from fall damage, bro. So
Bro, I gotta find someone that's doing a loot shop or what, bro. Like nobody's streaming right now, bro. I'm just looking around streams. Literally, no one's doing a loot shop, bro.
why do you need a loot drop, bro?
I don't know. I just want to TP to them and just
You
give
literally
them
have
like 5 stacks.
7.8 bill, bro.
No, like not in that way. I don't want to participate in the loot shop. I just want to give them stuff for the loot shop. Like I
Wait,
usually give like a couple stacks of gilded.
like we can do like loot drop, bro.
No.
Okay.
I'm good, bro. I mean, you're not doing one, so right now I'm just checking. You can rate bases if you want. I just don't want to
Yeah,
do a loot
alright,
shop
bro.
right now.
Alright then. I'm gonna
I
teleport to
see
the
ya,
next
bro.
place. See you, bro. Yeah, what's good, bro? Alright, keeping in the base. Can I please have something? Alright. There you go. Yeah, can I get some money? There's no secret base. What am I mystery now, bro? There you go. You can have some loot. Yo, I'm a fan like this up. Can I help with the loot drop, bro? I'm not doing a loot drop right now, bro. Like I don't have money, bro. Alright. Oh my. Nah, bro. Yo, you guys probably gotta pack it up, bro. I
Bro,
leak like 7 or 8 ores, bro.
bro, I did base, bro, I did base. Okay, please give me some chest loot.
Ben çağırdım lan.
There you
Ha,
go.
sana vereceğim lan.
Alright.
Okay, please give me some.
Yo, what's good, bro? Can you pay me my base? There you go. And this is not a base, bro. This is a farm, bro.
Yo,
Yo.
I updated my base a lot. You've been here, but like I've updated it.
What?
I also made a parkour course. I don't know
I've
if I showed
not
you
been
that or
yet.
no.
Wait, I
It's
think I
over
know
here.
this room.
There's a parkour course I made over here.
Easy, bro.
Can I have
Wait,
your chest
what?
loot?
What is this shape, bro?
Can I have your chest loot?
There you go. Alright. Yo, what's good, bro? Okay. Just loot. There you go. And wait, there's no ores. Alright. Nice, bro. Yo, Jetism, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's good, bro?
You're probably the 67th copy of Jetism I've seen, bro.
Bro, what do you mean copy? I'm the original.
Yeah, you're the original, bro. W, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Alright. Yo, what's good, bro? What? One with a skeleton skull. You can have it, bro. Yo, what is this, bro? I had so many basic, but I'll call grief. Can I please have some money? I'm broke. And a screenshot, please. There we go, bro. And do you really want a screenshot? Like I'm not that famous, bro. There we go. You have 5 seconds to take it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Yo, bro, why did you TP me twice, bro? Like I'm not going. Yo, please pay. Dude, I'm poor. I have 6.2 mil. Please 10 mil. 10 mil. Bro, do you know how much money that is, bro? Can give you this probably. Alright. Yo. What is this, bro? This is not a base, bro. Show me your base, bro. Not just a random cave, bro. Yo, what's good,
Wait,
bro?
can I get some E-chest loot?
There you go.
Wait, can you read the base? Oh, right here.
There we go.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh, that's just my XP
What is
farm.
this, bro? Oh,
It's my XP farm.
okay. Cool base, bro. Alright. See ya. Yo, please raise money. I'm broke. Please 2 or 3 mil, bro. Do you know how much money that is, bro? Like I literally have 15 mil, bro. Do you expect me to give you 2 to 3 mil, bro? Are you serious right now, bro? I can give some each loot. You have one. There you go. Alright. Yo. Hi, bro. Bye, bro. Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo,
Yo.
can I get some? And just loot?
No. Well, can I have some? Can I have some each loot?
I don't have E-chest loot.
Can you give me some each loot, bro?
No.
Okay, this for the test, bro. Like, if you give me, like, I would probably giving you double,
Okay.
bro.
I can.
Nah, it's
I
too
can.
late, bro. Yo, what's good, bro? Great base, please. I spent 1 week on this base money. There you go. Also, why did you spend 1 week on this trash base, bro? Yo, nah, bro.
Yo, yo,
Yo,
yo, yo, yo. Bro, sorry, but can I get some money?
can I have some money?
Can I have some money?
Can I have some money?
No, can I have some money?
No, can I have some money?
Bro, just like 10k, bro. Oh, I
Bro,
have.
you got it,
Can
bro.
I have some money?
There you go, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Alright. Yo. Bro, this is not a base, bro. Probably should have pre-typed it. Yo, what? Why is there bamboo dripping, bro? Someone creased my base. Oh. Well. What do you want from me, bro? You probably should have typed what you want from me. You didn't. That's your thing. Yo. You can, bro. Yeah, I mean, even if you did it right, I literally have nothing, bro. Yeah, I just need a starting server. What do you mean you just need starting server, bro? What do you mean you need starting server, bro? Like, I don't understand, bro. You need some loot or something, bro. Yo, what is this, bro? Bro, can you stop it, bro? It's not working pretty good, bro. Like, you ran out of bone meal. You can have this and I'm going, bro. Yo, what's good, bro? Bro, could you get some money, please? I want to save up for Elytra. Can I plus prop, like, can I give plus prop food and leggings for you? To me? Yeah. Let me see how much money you have, bro. Okay, you have 2.5 million one in Elytra, bro. That's gonna take you like and like 6 to 7 years, bro.
Oh, first try, first try. Yo, we got you
Yo,
first try, bro. You,
Yo, what's good? Unwarmed.
yo, what's
yo,
good, bro?
can I get some money, bro?
Please, dog.
Yo, do you have any texture packs?
Yay! Yeah, you got that, bro.
Uh,
Yo,
We split.
yo, I
No, we
got,
split.
alright.
yeah, I
Thank
got
you,
you.
bro.
We
Yo, can you
split.
pay us? Can you pay?
Nah, bro, I'm not paying nobody, bro. Yo, can I have some money, please? My base card rate. There you go, bro. Alright. Wait, you're at the world border, bro? What? Yo, please, you just look. There you go. Alright.
Yo,
Yo,
bro, can I? Who the fuck is this? Hey, two
can we
streamers
just
at
look?
once. That's crazy. Where's the system?
There you go. You gotta. Whoa, how big is this farm, bro?
Yo. Oh, oh.
Yo, yo, yo. Can I get some money? You're gonna get some each just loot, bro. Alright. Yo, okay. Easy. Yo, this base called Greaves, bro. And I leak bedrock, so you're probably cooked. Oh my. Yeah, you're cooked, bro. My bad, bro. You're cooked. You want something useful, bro? Bro. Here you go, bro. Alright. Yo, can you read this base after it have to lay I have sub? Mr. Jude Law. Wait, I think I've seen this somewhere, bro. Why do I think I've seen this somewhere, bro? Can I have money? You can have this, bro. Alright.
Hey, wait, bro.
My bad, bro. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yo, can we please get some money? And by the way, can you rate our base?
Why do you have two eaches, bro?
Bro, it's
Oh.
needed, man.
Okay. There you go. Alright.
Thank you. What's that?
Yo. It doesn't work, bro. Here you go, bro. Some just look. You got literally nothing on that. Oh my. Yo, what's good, bro? Oh, my bad, bro. Okay. You got like 67 smokers. And there you go, bro. And read this base. It's like a 7, bro. Alright. Yo, hi bro, I'm making my bad. Can you help me? Nah, bro. Literally, you're cheaping streamers and asking for help. Yo, Okay, the space got raided. You want some just loot, bro? There you go. Alright, I'm out, bro. You can't kill me, bro. Yo, my base got raided. Can I please get some loot? I'm poor. There you go. Alright. Yo. There you go, bro. Some loot. And I'm head out, bro. What, bro? Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty cool, bro. But like, I mean, I have to go, bro. Get out this, bro. Yo. Yo, bro. I don't sign book, bro. My book's like 20 trillion, bro. If you have that much money. Yo. Don't read one of my mystery box. Bro, I've TP to you, bro. I don't want my mystery box, bro. Wait, bro. Yo. Can I have some money? I'm poor. There you go, bro. Alright. Yo. It was up in the beta. I need some money for bomb mill. I'm nothing really and need skill spawner. Thank you for good luck. There you go. There you go. Wait. Let me give you some more, bro. There you go. Yo. Can we get some loot in each chest? There you go. And wait. Okay. It's like a 5, bro. Alright. I'm out, bro. Yo. Wait. Okay. Yo, what's good, bro?
Yeah. You've been here before, but
Yeah, I've
I
been
got a
to
question.
you like 5 to 6 times, like 6 to 7 times,
Don't go,
bro.
don't go, don't go. There's bedrock, don't go, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I took down that whole emerald room.
You got some loot, bro?
So, yeah, I got 1 mil on me.
There you go, bro. Some loot. Alright.
No, like, go
See
what,
you,
bro?
No, I'm just kidding, bro.
I mean, I'll take the crafting tables, but thank you.
Alright. Yo. Nah, bro. I'm out. Yo, what's good, bro? These are money's had new stash. Also, we subbed. Also, my birthday. Happy birthday, bro. And there you go, bro. Alright. Yo. What is this, bro? Get this out of here, bro. Yo. Bro. Yo, what's the bro? Why do I hear Nether portal, bro? Like, if you want some money, bro, there you go. I'm not help, bro. Yo. Yo, what's the bro?
Gotta get some money, bro. Or like eat just loot.
There
Thank you,
go.
bro.
Alright. Yo. Oh my. What? This is massive, bro.
Yeah, yo.
You like it?
I wanna tell you something, bro. I built this stash, and like 2 hours ago, someone found it, and he did not grief it. So this is why I'm TBing to you. I don't know. I want you to TB auto. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, don't, bro. That's too good, bro.
We see
Like,
the
Wait,
invis box.
is this
we
like-
see the invis box is
It's like expensive or something, bro. This armor, bro. This gold armor.
Wait, let me get milk. god, bro.
Yeah.
I wasted my time like 3 days design it in creative and then taking a schematic and put it here. And then it's like, yeah, man, someone.
Okay.
Wait, برا شوي.
Well, you want some loot, bro?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, bro.
There you go. Alright. Yo. Please, can I have your pearl? I promise I will pull you if you're in danger. Nah, bro. My pearl's like 5 mil. Now it's like 5 trillion, bro. If you have money, get me. Yo. Why do I hear like a 5 million mine cost, bro? Is this place gonna blow up? There you go. Alright. Yo, bro. Yo, what's it, bro? Could you help me with money so I can gear up, think up? Maybe 1 mil, 500k, bro. Do you know how much money that is, bro? I can give you this loot max if you want. You could take it. Yep. Alright. Yo. Nah, bro. Not bad, bro. You want some loot or something? Okay. Bedrock's leak, bro. You're cooked. Should have warned me, bro. So please, some money. Tell chat to give money, bro. No, bro. This base is cooked, bro. Do you not understand, bro? You should probably like do it with these carpets. Like put carpets on these bedrock too, bro. Your base kind of cooked. There you go. That's max I can do. Alright. Yo, what's up, bro? Please give me some money. My base got raided. Do you have any skellies? I want my 500k. Skelly for 500k. It's like 5 million, bro. Are you serious at that, bro? Like, are you serious at that, bro? Like, what, bro? Okay, easy, bro. Yo, what's up, bro? What is this, bro? TP me to your base,
Well, can I get
bro.
some money? Can I get some?
No, TP me to your base, bro. Please, money. What is this, bro? You can have this, bro. There you go. Alright. Yo. What is this, bro? There you go, bro. You don't need it? Yeah, you need it probably, bro. Alright. Oh! Oh my, I was like 5 milliseconds late, bro. Yo, I'm watching a stream. Do you want to the park goes for 100k? If you finish, you get double back. So I get 200k. Probably not, bro. But like, I'm still gonna try, bro. There you go. I made it, bro. I need my 1 mil, bro. Not like actually like 1 trill, bro. Yo. Right. Okay. Well, I haven't seen the base. What is this, bro? Wait, whose skin is this? It's like a 6, bro. That's pretty cool. There you go, some money. Okay. You want some money, bro? There you go. And I'm a hideout, bro. Alright. Chat, I'm looking. Getting like broke, bro. Can I have some? Yo. Bro, please send some money or give you just loot. I'm new. Actually, bro, can you give me the sign, bro? Can you give me the sign, bro? Give me the sign, bro. Yo, bro.
Yo. Benuska.
Well, I this, bro. Easy, bro. That's how you survive a railgun. Yo, yo, what's up? Don't be scared. I made a lot of illusions. Some are pretty basic, but hope you like it. Enjoy. Alright, let's see it, bro. Go on the red. Go on red and back fully. ID if you need to crouch. Okay. You probably should have like backed it out a little bit, bro. Yeah, I know this, bro. This is pretty bad. Okay. Yo, this kind of looks trippy, bro. Yeah, okay. Wait, no. Okay. I see it, bro. Yeah, I see it, bro. I want some just loot, bro. Bro, I've seen it, bro. Nice side, bro. Alright. Do you wanna go to my house? I just made it. I'm doing this. Be sure, bro. Let's just like send me a teleport request. My farm got raided. Please. Moe. I don't have Moe, bro. Do you have Moe? Chat, does anyone have Moe? I wanna give this guy. Wait, bro. I'm gonna give you some Moe. Bro, I'm giving you some Moe, bro. Wait, I need like... Bro, why did you punch me, bro? No, I'm not giving you Moe, bro. Don't punch me. Oh my god, bro. Nah, I'm not giving you Moe, bro. You want some Moe? I'm not giving you Moe. Yeah, just kill me, bro. Okay. Yeah, what's up, bro? Yo, okay. Nah, bro, I'm not falling for this trap. Easy, bro.
Yo.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo.
Yo, what's
Okay,
up,
wait.
bro?
Yo. So this is basically my base. Oh, wait, I'm just gonna mute the stream because. Okay, like that.
A bucket crouch.
Okay. So this is basically my base. Right here I've got some map art, nothing crazy. Here's a little milk farm that I used to
what?
sell on auction.
Wait, mix the new meta? It's like 20k. Yo, that's the new meta, bro.
Okay, and then here, come down. I've got a little pool, and this like kind of represents a sunset and stuff, and an island.
This is not a sunset, bro.
house.
This is blue, bro.
I mean, whatever. Okay, so then if you go into this house, you can come down. Here I've got this little chest room. I mean, right now all the chests aren't filled because I just made it, and I made it like 3 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool,
But
bro.
yeah, thank you. Wait, so wait, should I make a little
Wait, let
room
me-
for like for like ratings?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna like put it
Wait,
right
do I
here.
have? Wait, maybe if I just
There we go.
Yo, thank you.
Alright, bro. I rated this space, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I guess.
Wait, I'm gonna TP, bro. Let me actually like collect my loot. I'm like quite broke right now. It's 1.3k. Bro, I'm lagging, bro. Bro, what is this, bro? Yo, this is a parkour entry fees 1 mil. If you win, I'll pay 10 mil. Let's see if you can pay 10 mil. Okay, you're rich, bro. If you don't want to try, please give me some money or loot. Bro, you literally have like 260 mil, bro. What do you mean? Money and loot, bro. Rate the park, I'm a bit lagging, don't worry. I'm gonna still go, bro. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, I failed, bro. There you go, bro. That's the little bit of loot I have left. And I'm gonna go, bro. We need to order some stuff. Bro, auction is not working, bro. Yo, I need base slots. Can I get some money for bones for my farm, please? W stream one with W, bro. Do you have any chest? There you go. Alright. Yo, what's good, bro? Combine R and gold on 1 by 1 gold first. Bro. You should probably confirm if the other guy has an iron spawner. I'm not gonna die there, easily, bro. Yo, what's good, bro?
So, if you have a sign, you can rate it. We have also right here. We have another. We have a stasis chamber and please money. We also have a stasis chamber.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
You got 2
there's an
pulls.
Enderman. I don't know why. Just don't look at him.
Okay.
Don't look at the Enderman. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Alright.
Bye.
So, bye.
I'm not gonna die that easily, bro. Like, I'm not just that guy, bro. Like, I can't die that easily, bro. Like, you should probably know that by now, bro. Yo, look at bro. And your base is griefed. Come here, bro. Can give you some each loot. The little loot I have left. I literally only have 14 emerald blocks, bro.
Hello?
Yo.
Hello?
Yo, what's good, bro?
You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Can I maybe help you with a loot drop or something?
What? Can you what?
Can I maybe help you with a loot drop or something?
I'm not making a loot drop, bro. But you can probably help me like fill up my chest, bro. I'm like giving some loot away. And I'm kinda broke.
Okay. Thank you. Is everything okay?
I'm just not gonna die at it, bro. Yo, okay, your base got griefed. It probably leaked like 1,000,000 hours. I can give you some HS loot, bro. This it, bro. Like, I don't have that much loot left, bro. Like, I'm kinda broke right now, bro. Yo, what's good, bro? Hi. Bye. Yo. What does this lever do, bro? From Iraq, I know very good speak English. Please give me loot. This is all I have, bro. Like, I'm kinda broke right now. Like, you can have this too, bro. Alright. Yo,
Bro.
what's good, bro?
Oh my god. Bro, can I have some money?
Bro, I'm kinda broke right now, bro. Like, I only have 16 mil, bro. You have 10 mil, bro.
Bro, can I have some money?
Bro, let me give you some money, bro. This is it, bro. I'm kinda
Yo,
broke right
thank
now.
you, bro.
Okay, let me collect my orders. Here we go. Wait, bro, I'm gonna TP. $4K. What? Yo, yo, yo. Can I have some HS loot, please, bro? Alright. There you go. Okay, bro. I know. Yo, guys, I'm probably gonna end stream in like a few minutes. So, yeah. You guys make sure to like, subscribe, and like the stream. Yo, what's good, bro? If you want, I can show you how to make bedrock. If someone in chat wants to know, send me a TP request. I know how to make bedrock, bro. And I'm dead. Alright. Yo, what's good, bro? Hello, can I have money so I can finish this build? Alright, bro. There you go. And I'm a header, bro.
5 rating bases, 2 to 20 mil per base.
Yo. Yo, guys.
Yo.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Yeah, you wanna look at this farm?
You wanna buy this farm?
Nah, bro. Oh my. It's badly
Don't
decreased,
go
bro.
over there. Do not go over there. Don't go over there. There's bedrock.
Don't go over
Bro, I
there.
leaked like 5 million ores, bro. What do you mean bedrock, bro?
My base, bro, my base, bro.
Yeah, bro, your base is cooked, bro. Like, I mean, it's kinda craved.
No, it's not, bro. Bro, why you leak my bedrock, bro?
Bro, I didn't leak your bedrock, bro.
Bro, you
Kill me,
leaked
bro.
my bedrock, bro.
Kill me, bro. Kill me. Yeah, alright. Yo, can I have some money or loot, please? There we go. Alright. Yo, what's up, bro? There you go. It's a golf phone. Alright. Oh my gosh, bro. Why don't you warn me, bro? Why don't you warn me this bedrock, bro? Yo, what's good, bro? What are these map arts, bro? TP to job, bro. You can submit TP, bro. Oh my, I'm stuck, bro. Yeah, alright. You want some loot, bro? There you go. There's some loot, bro. Alright.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's good, bro?
So, I have an escape room for you.
Alright.
So come. You gotta like find like the code and you gotta like put it in the hopper.
Is this the code, bro?
Yeah, that's the code. Yup. Let's go to the next room.
Can I break
yeah,
this
you
glass?
gotta find. Yeah, you can break that glass.
Alright.
Wait, what the hell? There's cliff nothing. Alright, so no, not in this hopper. You gotta put it like in a chest.
It doesn't work, bro.
Why
Did
did
you
the
test
door
it, bro?
not work?
Okay. Yeah. You're probably like, okay. Yo, what's good, bro? Okay. Wait, what is this, bro? Want some loot, bro? There you go. It's kinda cool base, bro. Alright. I'ma see ya, bro. Yo, what's up, bro? What is this? A kelp farm? Alright, nice, bro. And this is a pickle farm. There you go, bro. Alright. Yo. Please can I have some money or each just loot? There you go. And what's in here? Wait, I've been here, bro. I've given you each just loot too, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo. Yo, I cut off the top there. I made 16 million first day. So it got 16 million on your first day, bro. That's insane. I enchant swords and sell them. I don't have a base yet. Can you still pay me? And when I make one, I'll tip you. Also, Pedro sold my friend away piece for what? There we go, bro. Alright. Yo. Pearl, what do I need to pay you? You need to pay like 5 mil, bro. $5 mil for a pearl, bro. No? Alright. Wait, I'm gonna like turn the translator off. Yo, what good chat? Wait, bro. Yo, hello bro, can you sell me Skelly for 4.6 mil? Nah, bro, I'm good. Okay, bedrock leaked, and your base is probably cooked. Well, you need some loot, bro. Where the... There you go. Alright. No, bro, I can't. I don't want to sell you a Skelly. Yo, W, bro, for the 200k. Yo. Please stuff, I lost everything when my base got raided. I'm subbed. Alright. There you go. Alright, bro. Yo, what's good, bro? Can I have some money?
Can I have some money, please? I am broke.
There you go.
Thank you.
Alright. Yo. Yeah, bro. Alright. Yeah, chat, we're gonna end the stream now. So, yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow, probably not. I don't know. Well, alright.
In this video, I'm going to be fixing, changing and transforming a whole handful of LEGO sets, upgrading each one, making them better with different models that you can find and do for yourself from the website Rebrickable, and then even creating a giant build for them later in the video. But we can start with a pretty underrated set, the Onyx Cinder, which definitely went under the radar when it was released, even dropping to over 50% off. But it has some cool play features with these engines and a nice little interior, but there are two big upgrades we're going to do to this, starting with a pretty big missing main character. And whilst the minifigure lineup was pretty solid, the fact that they didn't include an SM33 was honestly a tragedy, as he is one of the coolest members of the show in my opinion. And so of course we had to buy a custom figure for him, so I unboxed this one from Firestar Toys, and it just fits perfectly in the set with this awesome custom head mold and some lovely printing all over. But now we can fix the other big flaw, which is the lack of one of the biggest features of the ship in universe, and that is when it sheds its outer skin to escape and reveal this nice sleek ship underneath. We're going to shrink it down by building this awesome little micro scale Onyx from Faraway Bricks on Rebrickable. There's a link to him and every other build that we do in this video in the description down below, but it didn't take many pieces and overall looks pretty similar to the set, just a shrunken down version with the same engine function, and then also of course this big red button on the back which you can press to release the outer hull and escape the danger. Whilst that was just a little fun extra build, we're now going to be building an alternative build for the ARC 170, repurposing it into a ship that LEGO haven't made for over a decade. That's right, we're converting it into a Z95 Headhunter, using instructions by TK Goggles and only the pieces found in the ARC 170. I firstly pulled out all the pieces and organised them into containers to make construction a little easier, and it comes together with a really nice build. There's some pretty complex techniques for the back section. You even have a few extra leftover pieces to build this small radar dish, and of course the stand for the ship. You can place the pilot in its cockpit, and we even added a small sticker from the set on the windshield. Looking at it next to the ARC 170, I think it fits really nicely into our fleet, but we're going to be coming back and adding an even cooler Clone Wars vehicle later in the video, as well as building a massive hangar for them, so stay tuned for that. Turning our attention to the astromech that came in that set, and I don't know why LEGO hasn't started doing this upgrade yet, but you can take 3 small pieces, being just this small bar piece, a 1x1 stud with a hole, and a cheese slope, and create this third leg for your droids. It really gives them more motion, and you can do it in any colour you like, such as brown, silver, yellow, green, dark red, anything you can really think of, and it's pretty basic, but it's just a nice little upgrade to take it to the next level. Bumping the size up now into an iconic vehicle in the Star Wars universe that LEGO has recreated a handful of times now, it is time for the Imperial Star Destroyer. So I quickly popped it open and began building that main Dorito shape. 5 bags down now and we have the structure mainly complete. This hollow table has to be an absolute highlight for me. It looks phenomenal with that mini Star Destroyer. You then construct these massive side panels, which you clip in down the side of the ship and fold up like so. And you can do the same for the other side, before putting together the main central structure to finish it off. Honestly, I do think this is the best Star Destroyer we've ever had, but we're going to make some big changes around here as Vader has lost control of the ship and Grand Admiral Thrawn has taken over. We saw Thrawn with a bunch of ex-Imperials hiding out in the Ahsoka show, and so I'm going to be transforming this set into his Chimera, using this amazing build from Kodiana Bricks. I collected a bunch of gold pieces and began by removing a few panels, changing a few things, before completely decking out the top upper section and parts of the lower section in all of this gold glory. With that done, you then create this giant pattern on the bottom of the ship in white, which just looks phenomenal. But of course, we need somewhere for this to sit, so I built this black stand which can actually display a few of your minifigures and place the Chimera on top of it. And I think this was so worth the upgrade. It only had a small part to play in the Ahsoka show, but it looks absolutely majestic up on this stand and I think will look great on display. With those hints of white and gold scattered across the entire ship, let me know which one you'd rather display. Next up is this Imperial Dropship vs Rebel Speeder set. And with that now built up and the 2 ships created, I think it's time we destroy them and transform them into something much better, being this amazing Republic fighter tank by Will_crafting. This pairs really nicely with the original set, but also has some fantastic play features and looks pretty similar to the one we got from LEGO. I'm actually baffled that you can create this from the same pieces that it took to build the other 2 models. And if you think that's impressive, next I grabbed the Sarlacc Pit and Desert Skiff set, smashing it on the floor in order to get the pieces, which I then organised into neat piles to begin building this AAT, which was also designed by Will on Rebrickable. Again, it's hard to see how this came from the Sarlacc Pit, but you can see we had a lot of leftover pieces and is actually really big in comparison to some of the newer ones LEGO has made. It has the cool main cannon as well as these small side cannons, which are actually the right way up as opposed to the one LEGO gave us. It has a spot in the front for a droid as well as a place at the top for a gunner, and I'd say this model is pretty robust and scales well in a droid army. But now we're going to switch over from the droids to the Republic, as I'm going to be swapping all of the colours in the new Coruscant Guard Republic gunship using a bunch of extra pieces. I'm essentially building this setup, but swapping all of the dark red pieces for white and changing a few other things. For this I used a video made by Solid Brick Studios as a template, which I believe he has now released instructions for, which I'll also leave in the description. Okay, that section took ages because I didn't just have to swap out the colours, but I also had to plan out on how to build these extra doors, which are really cool. Because obviously the main model has that one big door, but obviously that's not accurate. And this was a nice easy mod made by Ewok Pilot. It didn't require too many extra pieces, but looks really clean. And so now all we have to do is crack open the last two bags and build the wings. So I put together the wings, attaching one to either side, adding some small rockets on top, and overall you can swap this gunship for less than $100, and I think it looks so much better than the original set. And also you have a load of extra pieces to add to your collection. However, it's not done yet. I grabbed this package as I needed to build up this small set and steal a few pieces, but I quickly put together this mech, which has a cool blade for the arm, but I can't get distracted and ripped off the shoulder pieces, as I'm going to be using those, as well as these other pieces, to create some bubble turrets. With one created, I could put together the clone trooper by removing his legs, and then folding down the various parts to pose him inside, and I think this looks absolutely fantastic. I attached them to the gunship, posing some pilots, and our model was complete. If this was a real set, I would buy so many of them. I love the double doors, and of course it still has the carrying handle from the original set. If LEGO did release this, they'd have so many options for minifigures. I think including a Jedi, 2 clone pilots in the updated style, as well as a couple of regular clones would be fantastic. However, you can even go ahead and swap out the Jedi for more specific legions, such as the 501st or 91st Recon, which makes it so much more versatile than the Coruscant Guard gunship. And I thought it would be a fun way to end the video by building a giant UCS style Republic hangar bay. So I took these giant 16x16 plates, flipping them all together until we had a giant rectangle ready to build on. So firstly I created this small parking bay to house the gunship, before going ahead and building another one off to the side. With this done, I then built up the entranceway with these 2 opening blast doors, before building a wall around it, adding various different details and greebling techniques all along it, even using a giant section where the studs are on their sides to add even more details and textures, like these small Republic logos. And now with the back wall halfway built, I continued tiling off the floor, adding in more pipes and placing even more bricks to make the wall even higher. I finished off the 2 remaining corners, and I used so many of these 2x2 tiles to finish off the floor of this build. I then began to work on the entrance to the hangar, where ships fly in and out, by building up these 2 big pillars, which I then connected in the middle and tiled off. And now our hangar was complete. But this is where the fun begins, and I started placing down various different containers and minifigures, with this squad of 91st Recon troopers being briefed, and various different figures scattered around with some shock troopers guarding the entrance, these 2 Jedi greeting each other, more modified droids from earlier, as well as crates in the center here and a few clones loading them up, before adding a refueling station over to the other side for our second ship, placing in the gunship, which has a small ladder so that the pilots can get up to their cockpits, and we can see the 91st Recon coming out of the ship with Stas Ali. On the right I decided to go with the ARC 170, and I think it looks really good with the pilot rushing to get inside. And you can also swap it out for the Z95 Headhunter we created earlier, which also looks fantastic. And overall, I think this would be an amazing display piece / UCS set. However, it's definitely very unrealistic. I don't think LEGO would ever do something like this, but let me know whether you'd buy this set and how much you'd pay for it in the comment section down below. And also tell me your favorite model that I created in this video. Again, every designer and model can be found linked in the description down below if you want to build any of these models for yourself. And like always, if you've enjoyed this video, I think you'd like the one popping up on your screen now, where I did this for many more other sets.
This is a Stormtrooper, and this is a LEGO Stormtrooper, and here's a Stormtrooper army. And today I will build all Star Wars armies in LEGO. Army building is what got me into LEGO Star Wars, and over the years I've been spending all my money on these minifigures, so let's build the first army. And at the end of this video, I will host a massive giveaway, so let's build these armies. We're gonna start by building one of the most iconic Star Wars armies, the Imperial Army. So I already set up the Stormtroopers, but there's many different troopers. So after emptying the bags, I placed all the minifigures over the course of 2 hours. There's over 120 of the Shore Troopers from Rogue One, which are great minifigures, but I don't think Lord Vader will ever be joining them in the battlefield. Now that every trooper is in place, it's time to set up some vehicles, and one of the most well-known vehicles has to be the Imperial TIE Fighter. Unfortunately, I only have the big version and 2 TIE Strikers. So I bought 3 of the smaller ones from 2022 and built them simultaneously to save some time. I also got this new TIE Bomber to destroy the rebel scum. Beforehand, I also built many other sets like 4 Imperial hover tanks, 2 AT-STs, and AT-AT, some of these shuttles, and even rebuilt the Death Star in less than 12 hours. And if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will drop it like Ned from Spider-Man. We also can't forget Darth Vader's castle, which I rebuilt since I got it a little while ago from my parents. My Imperial army looks great, but there's one thing missing. I always thought it was weird that LEGO never made any flags for the armies from Star Wars, so I'll make them myself. Here's the Imperial flag, and I think it turned out great. It's even on an official LEGO piece, so that's much better than just fake LEGO. And if you were wondering where to get these flags, you can purchase them from brickleyofficial.com. There's a wide selection of flags from all the famous armies of Star Wars, such as the Rebellion, the Republic, the First Order, and many more iconic banners to add to your armies. So I recommend you check out my website, brickleyofficial.com, to get these banners. Now back to my Imperial army. It includes 551 minifigures and a good amount of vehicles. And I almost forgot to mention that my Grand Moff Tarkin minifigure is randomly beheaded, so I'll feature him in a different video. The Empire needs some enemies to fight, and who other than the Rebels can do that? For this army, I'm gonna make custom Rebel troopers since I've been taking them apart to use for my Lord of the Rings build. So I grabbed all the heads, torsos, and legs, and now it's time to make some epic troopers. First up, I made some Endor soldiers with different faces, custom blasters, and one holding a thermal detonator. Next up, I made an army to invade the base of Scarif, and finally some Hoth troopers. It's time to set up this army, so I placed all the minifigures on a base plate and added some vehicles and a Hoth base. Finally, I added the banners of the Rebellion, and now the army is complete. There's many different troopers as well as the heroes from the original trilogy and Rogue One, and everything adds up to over 90 minifigures. So back when I was a kid, I saw a video from BrickVault showcasing a collection of astromech droids, and ever since watching this, I've been wanting to build my own army. So I'm going to build an army of these world-dominating robots myself. I've gotten many R2-D2s over the past years of collecting LEGO Star Wars sets, as well as some other miscellaneous ones. Now this is a deadly army, but these aren't the droids you're looking for. Next up, we're entering the prequel era and we'll build the Adversary of the Republic, a droid army. I started by setting up my 2007 MTTs and opened them up to set up my droids. So I grabbed all the bags and equipped the droids with blasters because some of them are over 10 years old and need some support for their weak back. I set up 4 groups of 50 droids and had a couple of spare ones, so I added these to the side of the army. On top of that, I have a bunch of other droids. I got super battle droids, commando droids, Geonosian droids, and Kashyyyk droids. Additionally, I have these drivers with the blue torsos, as well as a couple of commanders, and finally some bodyguards. Surprisingly, I also have too many droidicas and even these sniper versions to nope scope some clone troopers. And afterwards, I also added 3 of these droid steps, 2 blue ones and 1 brown one. I also have not 1 but 2 of the corporate droid alliance tanks, which are really cool. Next up, I added 3 spider droids and a hellfire droid, and now it's time to add some vehicles. So I grabbed my droid carriers, armored assault tanks, this horrendous MTT from 2014, and 2 droid gunships for aerial support. I also have some leaders of the separatists, such as Count Dooku, Hoggle, Jango Fett, and this expensive Jango Fett worth $180. That's just insane. And finally, there's General Grievous, and for him, we need to add his speeder and the wheel bike, but it was partially destroyed, so I had to rebuild it. And that's my entire droid army of 280 minifigures, and now they're ready to take on some Naboo scum. In episode 1, there's this funny battle between the droids and the Gungan, so I need to build a Gungan army. Luckily, some of my friends gifted me some sweet Gungan minifigures to build an army, and I must say, it looks pretty dope, even though I don't have any vehicles to include for this army. Anyway, let's move on to some serious stuff. Another army I've always been wanting to build is a Mandalorian army, but I only have a few of these minifigures. So I went on a spending spree and got some Mandalorian battle packs, and only 2 of the packages arrived on time for this video. So I built the army and now it looks way better. I also have this Mandalorian starfighter, some banners, and now the army is complete. This part of the video is going to be a little annoying for some of you because the majority of people dislike the sequel trilogy. Even so, we're going to build a First Order army, and I want to recreate the scene from Starkiller Base where we see the army of many different troopers with a bunch of TIE fighters to the sides. So for this army, I have many bags filled with minifigures to crush some resistance. I really don't look forward to setting up this army. Not kidding. I have been placing minifigures for over 6 hours, and my hands are already broken, and we've got a long way to go. So I activated beast mode and quickly finished setting up the army. Okay, so it's almost 11 hours later, and the army looks insane, and you haven't even seen my vehicle collection yet. So I grabbed my TIE fighters and placed all 15 on the table. Next up, I set up my ATM-6 Walker as well as a Star Destroyer from the First Order. But I sold 3 of both of them because I had to buy more clone troopers. You know, logic, but now I kind of regret it. Even so, my army looks sick, and I can't forget the snow speeders, which had so much screen time in the movie. Really, Lego, you had to make this into a set? Then there's this abomination, and it doesn't even deserve its name mentioned in this video. This already looks much better than the original set. In the movie, we can also see these cool banners, so I made these, and now this actually looks like Starkiller Base with an army of over 1,800 First Order troopers. On top of all of this, I built Supreme Leader Snoke's throne room and added the man himself. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Then I also added a bunch of guards, since he isn't really that well guarded in the movie, and I don't want him to be cut in half again. And I almost forgot to tell you that I built Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter just to do this. We all know the Resistance from the sequel trilogy, and personally, I don't really get why Disney gave them a different name than Rebel Scum, but we're gonna build an army for them nonetheless. I'm a big fan of the bad guys in Star Wars, so therefore this army isn't that big. I have a couple of troopers, some commanders, as well as the heroes of this movie. Seeing heroes really reminds me of playing Star Wars Battlefront back in the day. How time flies. Anyway, I added some vehicles and a flag, and now the army looks great, but it's still cringy for me to own a Rose minifigure. So for this army, we're gonna travel to Exegol because I have a plan to build our very own massive Final Order army with thousands of Star Destroyers and take over the galaxy. No, just kidding. I don't have that kind of money, but let's build this army. So first of all, I set up Emperor Palpatine, and then I grabbed all of my troopers and built a Final Order army with regular troopers and, strangely enough, more jet troopers. Lastly, I added this TIE Fighter, and I also have a life hack to get as many as in the movie. Step 1, buy a bag of nachos. Step 2, open the bag. Step 3, build a fleet of these TIE fighters. Yeah, sometimes I don't get the designs from Star Wars. Before we move on to my final and favorite army, we'll take a look at some honorable mentions. So in almost every Star Wars movie, we can see Jedi, and therefore we must build a Jedi army. So I set up all the Jedi I have, and I must say that all the lightsabers are so satisfying to look at. Next up, I built a Wookiee army with some Chewbacca minifigures and also a Jawa army, as well as some Tusken Raiders. And I almost forgot to mention that I have a bunch of these Senate Commando troopers. Finally, I built an Ewok army, and I definitely intend to grow this army in the next year. But let's move on to the moment you've all been waiting for. So all of you know that when it comes to clone army building, I'm the man to hit up. It's just so unfair that the Lego company itself holds the Guinness World Record for the biggest Lego Star Wars army, and I personally believe this record should be in the hands of the Lego community itself. So we're gonna take this record back into the hands of the Lego community by building the biggest Lego Star Wars clone army ever. Now, last time I set up my clone army without any vehicles, and today I want to include all of them. So we're gonna need a lot of space, but last time I had to use an extra table. Luckily, my garden is big enough for this massive army, so I grabbed all the bags and started placing the minifigures. Now that all the minifigures were placed on all of the base plates, I could finally set up the army. Then I started adding all the vehicles. There's a Republic gunship, clone turbo tanks, clone walkers, and even some speeders. The crazy thing is that these aren't even all the vehicles I own, because I have a massive bag filled with cannons from the 501st Battle Pack. Looking at this army now makes me think of 2020 when I only had around 150 clone troopers. There's a total of 2,430 clone troopers, which is mind-blowing. But this isn't even my entire army, since I just discovered a bag of 27 clone troopers still laying in my room. So we have a total amount of 2,457 clone troopers, and together with all the YouTubers, there's over 7,000 clone troopers in the Grand Army of the Republic. So I hope you've enjoyed watching my addiction of buying too many plastic minifigures, but I feel a little bit selfish about spending so much money on this. Therefore, I'm giving one of you lucky people a Lego ATT worth $140. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to Brickley on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and join my Discord through the link in the description down below. I will announce the winner of this giveaway in my Discord server, so make sure you join. I guess in the meantime, I'm just gonna go and work on my next video, so I'll see you there. This is a battle pack. You open it, grab the minifigures, never use the parts, and build an army. In this video, I will build one of the largest LEGO 501st clone armies, but also will use the parts to build some epic vehicles to go along with it. And at the end of this video, I will host a massive giveaway, so make sure to stick around. And if you want to help me and the LEGO community claim the Guinness World Record for the biggest LEGO Star Wars army, go and send me an email at brickleyofficial@gmail.com. Now let's build this army. In 2014, I was still a kid watching LEGO videos on YouTube and stumbled upon a LEGO Clone Army video. And one of the minifigures which caught my attention was the 501st Clone Trooper from 2013. Seeing that some people had hundreds of these made me want to get the same, but I was still young and didn't have too much money, so I purchased all kinds of different sets and none of them included this unique minifigure. Over time, I kind of forgot about my dream, and then suddenly in 2020, while scrolling on my phone to get some spicy LEGO deals, I found the 501st ATRT and rediscovered my goal to build an army of these minifigures. So I bought as many of these sets as I could. The box of this set also looks so nostalgic, but this Yoda minifigure is a bit weird. With all of these sets, my army looks pretty big. A month later, the 501st Battle Pack released, and you know Brickley, I want to get as many of these battle packs to build an army. Unfortunately, I didn't have too much money to spend because I was still in high school. So I only got 6 of the battle packs that year, and with the OG clones, I built an army of 28 501st Clone Troopers, which was pretty decent at the time. However, you know what every Clone Army fan says. I want more, but I know I shouldn't. So I got 4 more battle packs, 1 ATRT, and with that, my army consisted of 46 501st Clone Troopers, and the next year, it's gonna get even bigger. So 2021 rolled around and I wanted to get serious about building a 501st army. The previous year, I didn't get enough of the 501st battle pack, so we're going to up our game. So for a little while, I saved all of my money, and in April, I saw a good deal on the 501st battle packs and immediately felt my need for buying more. So naturally, my money got smacked out of my window and the package arrived quite fast. I put it on the table, opened it, and got 5 more 501st battle packs. But this wasn't enough, so I opened another package with 10 more of these sets. And as if this wasn't enough, I got a final package with an additional 12 battle packs. All of this adds up to 27 battle packs, so I unboxed them and set up all the clone troopers over the course of about an hour. Honestly, one of the most satisfying things of army building has to be setting up the minifigures. After buying all of these minifigures, we need to see what the army looks like. So at the end of 2021, I set up all of my 501st troopers, and it looks way better than before. So I got a total of 108 regular 501st troopers, 35 jet troopers, 11 OG troopers, and then 5 332nd troopers. Is there like a different word for troopers? Maybe soldiers. With all of this, my 501st army stands at 159 clones, which is quite a weird number, but we'll change that next year. 2022 rolled around, and with the release of the new clone accessory pack, I already spent a lot of money. And to make matters even worse, I bought 727 Phase 1 clone troopers from 2013 while working on my Black Gate of Mordor mock from the Lord of the Rings. So I didn't have that much money left to spend on my 501st army. This year, I decided to go for quality over quantity, so I wanted to get one of my most wanted minifigures, Phase 2 Captain Rex. This minifigure was released in quite a small set from 2013, but increased so much in value that it has the same value of around 20 clone troopers. That's just insane. So I got a message from someone on Instagram, and I got this minifigure for 100 euros, which is approximately $108 US. And with that, my clone army didn't grow much in 2022, but it looks pretty sick, and next year it's gonna blow your mind. So now we finally arrived at the present year 2023, and oh boy, I've been spending some stacks on these plastic minifigures. So for this year, I had to catch up on building my 501st army, mainly because I didn't buy enough 501st battle packs. And even worse, I only got 1 clone trooper in 2022, so we gotta make this right. Therefore, we're gonna spend like a crazy collector, but unfortunately, the 501st battle pack was retired. Why? Luckily, LEGO heard my cries for help and released another Holy Star Wars set, introducing the second 501st battle pack with 4 minifigures. Unfortunately, the set only includes specialists, but who cares? We're gonna army build this. And since I saved up a ton of money after a year of working, we're finally prepared for the release of this battle pack. So I started by grabbing only 2 of these sets, and then I thought it would be a good idea to buy way more. So I pressed order and spent a god-awful lot of money and purchased a mind-blowing amount of 96 battle packs, which you saw in another video. And if this wasn't enough, I got another 100 106 battle packs, adding up to over 200 battle packs. Buying all this Lego makes me feel a bit selfish because 2 weeks ago, another YouTuber by the name of Atshot lost his Lego collection to a big fire, which burnt down his entire studio. We gotta help him out, and we're gonna do that in style. So I'll be giving him 5 501st battle packs to jumpstart his clone army.
Brickley, thank you so much, my friend. I want to let you guys know that I will be joining the Grand Army of the Republic to beat the Guinness World Record for the biggest Lego clone army. We've got this. I'll see you guys again real soon.
I hope this helps you out, Atshot, and if you also want to help rebuild his collection, go donate to his GoFundMe in the description down below. So I thought unboxing 200 battle packs would be a piece of cake. Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. Unboxing all of these sets was a literal nightmare, but luckily my mom helped me do this, and even after all of that help, my back hurt a lot. I guess we gotta make some sacrifices for the Republic. So we sorted all the parts in a couple of different categories. I had some piles of Ferry's legs, torsos, and helmets. There's also this really satisfying bag filled with minifigure heads. Additionally, I have way too many instructions, as well as this massive bag filled with thousands of pieces, which I'm gonna use to create some epic builds for my army. But the next step was building all the minifigures, which was also quite boring to do. This took so long. Now that all the minifigures were built, I started by placing them on a table. I added 100 clone troopers to every base plate and also added my remaining clone troopers from previous purchases. The army looks massive, and there's many different clone troopers, but one crucial part of the army is missing. One of the things most people forget while building armies is vehicles. Back in the day, I bought a lot of battle packs, but didn't really do much with the parts other than throwing them in bins and never letting them see the light of day. So I want to change this by using most of the parts from the battle packs. However, I don't want to end up with 200 of the same cannon, so I went on a search for some cool alternate builds. And I even found some. So let's build these sets. For the first build, we're going to upgrade the cannon by making it bigger with 4 of the 501st battle packs. This is designed by Lego Man 360. The cannon has many nice details. You can add a 501st clone trooper to the build. It looks way better than the original set, so I got not 1 but 20 of these cannons. For this, I used a mind-blowing amount of 50 battle packs, which is just insane. Next up, I wanted to make some ATRTs, so I built this cool design from the Bricks Hub, on which you can add 2 clone troopers. Also this time, I made not 1 but 40 of these builds. On top of that, he designed a walker with a cannon, so I built a bunch of those. And to top it off, I built this Air Marauder, and you can fit a lot of minifigures into it, but they need to hold on because otherwise they're gonna go bungee jumping. This Marauder was designed by Dorian Bricktron, and I think it looks really good, and there are some awesome details all around the build. Now that we've added all these small alternate builds, I'm gonna make some bigger ones. One of the most iconic Clone Army vehicles has to be the Republic gunship, and therefore we're gonna recreate this with the pieces from the 501st battle pack. So I found an instruction from Bricular Bricks with over 400 steps. Before I could start building this epic vehicle, I had to sort all of my pieces, which took a long time. But eventually the work was done and I could start building. You know me, boys and girls, I go big or go home. So I built not 1 but 2 of these Republic gunships. And during the building progress, I had some difficulties, such as everything falling apart. So this is a good way to train your anger management. I added some 501st troopers and wanted to add 4 pilots, but since I'm broke after buying 200 battle packs, I could only afford 1. There's also these side turrets, which you can use to destroy the droid army. In my regular clone army, I have 2 ATT sets, but never had the chance to buy an ATOT because it's so expensive. So I found another instruction, and it utilizes the parts of 8 battle packs. So I quickly built the base of the ATOT, but this is gonna need some legs. For me, the legs were the most interesting to build because there were some awesome building techniques included. Now that the ATOT is finished, I added some 501st troopers in the back as well as a driver. The ATOT looks pretty cool with all the clone troopers. You can even pretend that they're chatting while waiting for battle. There's also the possibility for upgrading the build with some of these turrets. These builds were quite simple to make and have a realistic design. I simply added all 3 to the build, and now the ATOT is overpowered. So I added the ATOT to my army along with 2 of the Republic gunships. Additionally, my cousin made this cool mech from the pieces of the new 501st battle pack. It has movable arms and legs, but sometimes tends to fall apart. Nonetheless, I love the build and can't wait to make more. So here's an overview of the entire army with the troopers on the left and all the vehicles in the back and on the right side. There's over 50 walkers with 501st troopers on top and a bunch of the anti-vehicle cannons. Looking back at my army from 2020 makes me realize how much progress we've made over the course of 3 years. And I'm nowhere near done with building this army because we need to get the Guinness World Record. As promised, I also have a nice giveaway since I will be giving away another ATTE set to one of you watching. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and be active in my Discord server. In the meantime, I'm gonna save some money because these Clone Army videos are making me broke, so I'll see you in the next one. In this video, we're going to attempt to build the largest LEGO clone army on YouTube, travel to a convention to give away this LEGO set, and give away $1,000 worth of LEGO sets. Now let's get right into this video. Back in April, a bunch of YouTubers joined the team and will help building the largest LEGO clone army in history. Together we're at a grand total of 7,000 clone troopers, which is absolutely insane. But we need way more to have a chance at building the largest LEGO clone army ever. So I'm setting the goal to collect 10,000 clone troopers in this video, which might sound impossible, but we can do this. I mean, we're the LEGO community. First of all, I want to set up my clone army. So I grabbed drawers full of clone troopers, so I went downstairs and checked if anybody was at home. Then I started clearing the living room and set up a bunch of base plates, and now I'm ready to start placing all of these troopers. But then I heard the doorbell and received a package including 180 clone troopers, which was sent to me by Whatnot to sponsor our clone army series. But more about them later. Let's set up all of these clone troopers. So since setting up all of these minifigures will take ages, so let's take a look at what one of my other team members is doing.
I'm traveling across the country to one of the largest LEGO conventions in the US, and while I'm here I needed to do some recruitment, so I printed out some sick looking flyers and handed them out. We wanted people to know about this huge clone army building project and build the hype by helping you start your own clone army. So to do that, we're giving away $1,000 worth of LEGO Star Wars sets on Whatnot. So to kick it off, Brickley sent me this ATTE to give away in person. And the winner is... Over 100 people joined the giveaway, and this is just the start.
Yes, that's right, because we're going to give away all of these sets, and it's actually sponsored by Whatnot. So if you want to win one of these sets and help the army grow, sign up through my personal link to get $10 off your first purchase. And save the $1,000 giveaway stream by creating an account and bookmarking it on the app. And remember, if you want us to build the largest LEGO clone army ever, go and click that link, because it really helps us out. If you're wondering what Whatnot is, it's an auction platform on which you can buy LEGO minifigures, video games, and so much more. And you can also chat with your favorite YouTubers, and this will be a fun place for us to hang out as well. Now back to you, Danny Bob.
Our friend Michael, known as MKM Brick, is officially contributing to the Grand Army of the Republic.
It's MKM Brick here, and I have a lot of clone battle packs and sets. And I mean a lot. I'll be opening these sets, adding almost 1,000 clones to the army. Now let's go build that army.
But let's also take a look at the progress update on my clone army, because I recently doubled the size of it with 300 212 troopers, 100 phase 1s, and even more 501st. And after bringing home over 100 more clone troopers from Virginia, my army now stands at 1,150 troops, with plenty more on the way, of course.
The two of you alone already added 1,150 minifigures, and it's just the start of this video. And in the meantime, I've been setting up a lot of clone troopers, but I'm going to need to take a break, so let's recruit some new people. Luckily, some awesome LEGO YouTubers are joining the team.
Hey guys, my name's SW Bricks and I'll be joining the Grand Army of the Republic. And this is my 529 minifigures, which I'll be adding to help Brickley get the record of the largest clone army in history. On the left we have my 501st Army, including minifigures from the old and new battle packs, with 212th across the front, with some 91st Recon and older 212th minifigures behind them. I have some of the realistic style P2 clones, and a load of miscellaneous ones over here, including 187 and all of my leftover 212. I have a load of commanders from the newest clone packs, and a ton of the regular clones in both the new style, realistic style, and the original animated style from the Clone Wars. Over on the right we have Kashyyyk troopers, Geonosis troopers, and my 332nd. So hopefully this will bring us one step closer to beating the record.
Thanks for joining the team, SW. Your 529 clone troopers will definitely help out. And there's a lot of cool clone troopers in your army, so I can't wait to see what other epic mocks you'll create in the future. So while eating, I was checking my phone. Bad habit, I know, but then I saw a cool video popping up.
Hey, I'm Firebird Bricks, and I'm also going to be helping Brickley build the world's largest LEGO clone army. I'm a mock builder, so I've collected quite a few official and custom clones over the past couple of years. I want to join in on this project to work with everyone else in the community for a fun challenge that we can all take part in together. I am excited to be contributing 237 phase 2 clones to the army, along with 129 phase 1 clones, for a grand total of 366 clone troopers. Thanks to Brickley for inviting me to participate in this project. Keep collecting those clones so we can smash the record.
Thank you for joining. I'm quite intrigued by your mech building skills. Maybe build one for the clone army? So far, we've added a lot of clone troopers, but I'm going to say the thing every Star Wars fan says.
I want more, and I know I shouldn't.
So I messaged a couple of people on Instagram and found Jedi Bricks, who's become a great friend of mine. He's adding 300 clone troopers along with 700 clones from some of his friends, which adds up to an additional 1,000 clone troopers to add to our army. This surely helps us beat the record, isn't that right?
Yes, and we're gonna build the largest clone army in history.
We got this, and there's also someone else adding 1,000 clone troopers to the army.
I'm Lego 501st. We're going to be helping Brickley build the biggest Lego Star Wars clone army. I already had over 500 clone troopers. I added 26 501st battle packs and some other small eBay clone trooper orders, and this is my army before. This is my army after. It looks absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy to grow my clone army for a great cause. So in total, we're going to be adding almost 1,000 clone troopers. I hope this helps you out, Brickley.
Thanks for joining, and your name makes me think of the 501st Legion marching on the Jedi Temple, and luckily, 1st Legion already built this awesome location in Lego. And guess what? He's also going to join the Grand Army of the Republic.
What's up, guys? It's the 1st Legion here, and I'm going to help by adding my clone army to the cause. So I grabbed all of my clone troopers, but before I set them all up, we need to open some new sets. So I removed all the clone troopers from the sets and added them to the pile of clones. Now it's time to set up my army. So I'll place them on a base plate over the course of a few hours, and here's the entire clone army of 555 minifigures. I hope this helps you out, Brickley, and I'll be buying more clone troopers to add to the Grand Army of the Republic.
You're probably wondering how it's going with setting up my clone troopers. Well, let's just say I got a long way to go. We also have a long way to go with building the largest Lego clone army, which I discussed on the Cali Brick Click podcast, and Shy, one of the hosts, wants to join our team. So let's see how many clones he can set up.
What up, fam? Now, before all the armies that I've built, there was one that I started and need to add to: my clones. Now, currently, I have 3 out of 4 platoons displayed in a case, with 1 full platoon left in boxes to make up all of Torrent Company 501st. 96 in the display case, 32 in the boxes, plus 24 more in the newer 501st Specialist packs. I also have 12 of these just sitting here. But also, I have 70 of the 332nd mostly from the new battle packs, 12 of the 187th from the fighter tanks, 10 from the ATTEs, plus 32 of the 212 from the individual battle packs courtesy of Tech, making a grand total of 288. I promise, if my children, wife, work, motorcycle club, or my need to go to the Taylor Swift concert doesn't take up more time, I'll open these soon. Plus, I'm out of great base plates.
Oh man, I hope you'll be able to open them soon, but to be honest, I wish I could drive a motorcycle. And with all of these new members joining the Grand Army of the Republic, you're probably wondering how it's going with the OG members. Well, let's take a look. So H2Brick, Mike and Ike and Portal Master Studios haven't grown their armies that much, but we'll get some updates soon. I also reached out to my friend True Squadron, and he's been able to gradually get more clone troopers, and my friend Daily Bricks also has something to tell you all.
What's up, gamers? Last time I added a few clone troopers to Brickley's army. This time around, I'm gonna show you how many. There are many clones I have in total to help build the largest Lego clone army. So there's many bags filled with these minifigures, which I can't set up today because, well, my base plates are a little preoccupied, and I have at least 400 clone troopers to add to your clone army.
Oh man, that's a lot of clone troopers. I can't wait to see all of them together, and your mock looks epic. Then finally, Stud City has something to share with you all.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Stud City here, and today we're going to be adding many more clones to the ranks of the Grand Army of the Republic. Last time we mentioned that Theo and I will be adding 1,000 clones to the army, but as you all know, we have many more clones and will help you smash the world record by adding 5,000 clones in total.
5,000 clone troopers? That's just insane. Imagine, that's like 50 base plates of 100 clone troopers. You're a true member of the army. So now that we know how the OG members are doing, let me introduce some new commanders of our army. One of my friends who you might remember from designing Appa is joining our army, and he has a bunch of clone troopers to add to the army. I'm glad you're joining the gang, Axie Droid. Then I also reached out to Brickmaster Harry, and even though he doesn't have a lot of clone troopers yet, he will upgrade his army and help build the largest army ever. Now there's many phase 2 clone troopers in the Grand Army of the Republic, and I myself have around 1,000 phase 1 clone troopers, but someone else I know also has many of these.
What's going on, guys? Champ Bricks here. I'm going to be helping Brickley break the world record and build the biggest Lego clone army. Hopefully this will help and be a great addition to the Grand Army of the Republic.
Your clone troopers will definitely be an amazing addition to the Grand Army of the Republic, but I need to say that I'm a little jealous of all of your plain phase 2 clone clone troopers in the front. Lastly, we have Burnham Bricks, and he's joining with his epic clone army, and I can't wait to see how you grow it in the future. Now, before I tell you the total amount of clone troopers in our army, let's quickly finish setting up my own clone army. So I set up a lot of clone troopers, and then I placed the clones I received from Whatnot, as well as a lot of miscellaneous clone troopers at the back of the army. And with all of this, the total amount of clone troopers in my army stands at 2,750 clone troopers. So I've nearly doubled my own army. And on top of all of the YouTubers, there's many fans who are joining the Grand Army of the Republic. There's an OG fan, Ethan, joining, and also Christian, who donated a lot of money to the clone army. So with all of the clone troopers from the YouTubers and the fans combined, our army stands at 22,311 clone troopers. Our initial goal in this video was 10,000 clone troopers, but we've been able to get more than double this amount. This means we've built the largest LEGO clone army on YouTube and are on track to beat the world record. And even though we have a long road ahead of us, we can do this together. Some might say that we can't build the largest LEGO clone army in history, or that it doesn't count if we take it as the community. But why would it count when LEGO gets the record with the figs from the factory? We will continue this journey as the LEGO community and build the largest LEGO clone army in history.
I want to collect every single LEGO Ninjago set ever released, and for the past 13 years I've been doing exactly that. And my collection has been steadily growing, but around 2 years ago I made the decision to step up my game. And in that time I've been able to add an insane amount of sets. I mean huge sets, tiny sets, rare, illegal sets, minifigures and so much more, which I want to share with you in this video, with the hope of eventually being crowned as the biggest Ninjago fan of all time. But first we need to turn the clock back a few years, because this box here contains over $600 of brand new Ninjago sets. Alright, here we go. These are the brand new Ninjago crystallized sets from one of the biggest and most expensive waves of all time. This is the best day of my life. I genuinely didn't realize quite how many sets there actually are in this new wave. There's over 8 huge sets with over 4,800 pieces total. This is massive. This is going to take me a while. I don't really know if this is possible, but we're going to find out. Please subscribe. I began with Nia's Samurai Mech, the biggest set of the wave, coming with 8 minifigures and including some random child. That is quite a lot of LEGO, and it's definitely bigger than the 2012 version. And after pouring out all of the pieces and getting ready, alright, so everything's in place, let's begin. But one small problem, I've not actually even seen the new season that these sets will be based on, so I'd have to watch them while I build. Legally, of course. The build was underway, and honestly, this set was a pretty fun experience. Because, fellas, she's back. I actually didn't think I'd be this happy building these sets. Now, this mech was absolutely huge, and took everything from me to be able to finish in one sitting, which was helped by some decent minifigures. Alright, so it's now on to the final bag. I think, honestly, this is going to take quite a while. But before long, I had the first of the 8 sets completed. This set is absolutely ridiculous, and you get so many minifigures with it. Like, it's insane. I've never seen anything like it in Ninjago. The mech not only looks good, but it also has a functionality where you can actually put Nia inside of it by just lifting the hatch up. So far, so good. To be honest, I don't know what I should build next. There is so many sets, and they're all massive. Like, this is going to take forever. So I decided to move on to the second largest set from the wave, Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon, at about 130 quid. I really hope that it is good, please. But before I could even get started with the build, she's back for the 3rd time. Thank you, LEGO. And as the build began, the season made some somewhat questionable decisions. There is 0 chance that she survived that. None. I'm not having it. Are you actually joking? Nah, you actually... And I have to say, this thing was genuinely absolutely massive and a great callback to the 2012 set. And the more I built, the more it started to come together. The last piece. There we go. The set was finished. I'd honestly be lying if I said that this set wasn't pretty good. You got the 4 heads on the dragon, you got tons of ridiculous minifigures, and ironically, the best minifigure selection of like any set. Not only that, you've also got like this weird throne build for the Crystal King with all of the golden weapons with brand new molds, but not quite as good as this bad boy. Very nice. The wings literally move. Very good, Lego. I appreciate that. That's class. Needless to say, I really liked it. But now it's time for the final huge set, the Crystal King's Temple. I was now making my way through not only the sets, but also the show at a rapid pace. They're literally like all here. This is ridiculous. And although I wasn't sure about this set, it turned out to be incredible with so many different parts, 4 exclusive ninja, and honestly, guys, they're so good. Not only do you get 4 exclusive ninja, you also get the Crystal King, one of the Crystal People. It's ridiculous. By this point, the set was absolutely incredible, and honestly, everything was looking really good. But I still had tons of sets left to go, so would this continue? Please, for my wallet's sake. So in the new season, basically every single ninja has their own vehicle. So, let's begin. This would mean starting off with Kai's Golden Dragon Raider, the biggest of the 4 sets, although the first bag had maybe like 20 pieces in it. But over the 10 years or so of Ninjago, we've never gotten a vehicle quite like this, and honestly, it was really refreshing, not to mention the minifigures. 3 exclusive minifigures in 1 set. That's unheard of. It also had tons of Technic features, which I kept on building until finally finishing the set. And it not only had tons of amazing play features, but also just looked really good. Honestly, this set is probably my favorite so far, but I still had 3 more of the ninjas vehicles left. Alright, let's see how quickly I can actually build this set, shall we? And after absolutely demolishing my fingers and trying my absolute best, and now we have it, 12 minutes and 36 seconds. I genuinely actually don't think that's too bad. This set is so good. Very impressed. Which left me with 2 more vehicles, starting off with Cole's Dragon Cruiser. I just prayed that it's good. Now the cool thing about every set from this wave is that they all have exclusive minifigures. Like these ninja vehicles coming with the ninja in their dragon form. After they jump up, kick back, whip around and spin. No, I'm not joking. That's genuinely in the show. Great job, Lego. But this Cole vehicle felt like a great representation of the character with some cool earthy details, treads. Honestly, it was a perfect throwback to this masterpiece. All in all, very good set. Which now meant I had to build Zane's Golden Dragon Jet. This set feels like such a throwback to 2013. It's mental. But with my desk completely covered in dozens of sets, I got to building one of the last sets, which I was quite happy about. And as I got to building, this set genuinely surprised me because for the price tag of $25, there was 2 exclusive minifigures and an absolutely sick play feature. It's such an absurdly great build for the price, and honestly, this might be one of my favorites. Lego, you did good. Alright, so we're now on to the final set, which just looks ridiculous. I don't really think it's that good. Just looks a bit mid, really. But who knows, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this abomination is actually good. So I got to building. Now this set is literally meant to be the Crystal King himself after he hit the gym and got huge to end the ninja. But he's actually quite funny looking. I don't know, I've said it a lot, but these minifigures are insane, and to be fair, the more I built, the more the set grew on me and turned into one of the most incredible, well-designed sets with so much detail and a massive ass. Yeah, this set is definitely my favorite. Lego, this is fantastic. Very nice. And after moving every single one of the sets and putting all of the minifigures onto a base plate, which, by the way, that took me absolutely ages. There are so many minifigures. Alright, so this is like all of the sets together. Genuinely, just looking at all of this, I think it's fair to say that there's quite a range of sets. You know, you got the dragons, the vehicles, the whatever this temple thing is. Not to mention just so many minifigures. You get 12 Crystal King Warriors. That's unreal. Like, that's stupid. Not to mention that each of the ninja have like 3 different variants. You've got the basic version, the golden version, and obviously the dragon form. Apart from Lloyd, who becomes a demon. But we also get tons of side characters like Wu, and my favourite, Garmadon. I'm sorry, right, but who in their right mind greenlit this? Also, I want to point out that every single set here comes with a bag of the golden weapons. Genuinely, I think that this might be the best wave of Ninjago sets. Please subscribe. But little did I know just how many fantastic Ninjago sets Lego would release over the next few years, but for now, I wanted to see just how many older sets I could get my hands on eBay, because fellas, I'm trying to build the ultimate Ninjago collection, and this is an eBay listing of a huge Ninjago mystery box that could come with tons of sets from across the years. And well, $200 later and no idea of what sets would come in the box. Oh, that is heavy. I just needed to carefully open it and pray to God that whatever was in here wasn't a scam, because either I could get some of the rarest, oldest Ninjago sets of all time, or I might have just wasted my money. Alright, here we go. This is the big reveal. Is it real? Oh my god, how much Lego is that? Oh my god. Alright, this is actually looking like very promising. Thank you so much. Now this box came with a ridiculous amount of sets, like so many. We've got this set, this one, this, another one, again, these, this one, which is, that's mental. Again, this one, and fellas, so many more. I'm honestly completely shocked, like, wow. Not only were there just dozens of sets, but also bags of random Ninjago minifigures and other stuff. There's genuinely, like, so many minifigures in this, and these are just extras. And after placing them all onto a single base plate, it became pretty clear just how many minifigures were in this box. I mean, there's minifigures from different seasons with different designs, side characters, villains. Literally anything you could imagine was here. Spinners, so you could fight your friends to see who was the ultimate 6-year-old. Check. Air Jitsu flyers, so you can decimate your Lego collection and give yourself a brain injury. Also check. I started off with the Season 2 sets, which were a huge part of my childhood, but either I didn't get some of these, or they're just in the Lego bin of doom that everyone has. These sets were not only in great condition, but also brought me back to 2012 when I was like 7 years old and obsessed with Ninjago. Like Kai's Blade Cycle, which I decided to open in the back of my parents' car, lost all the pieces, and never got to enjoy the set. Or even the Vampire Mech, one of the most unique Ninjago sets of all time that probably has the opposite effect, because this thing is honestly kind of traumatizing. But not nearly as traumatizing as the years as a kid where I missed out on some of the best Lego sets because of this red idiot who bought me socks and shower gels instead of Lego. So now it's my life goal to put him in his place by overtaking him in subscribers. So please subscribe, I need to win this. But it's made slightly better by the Venomari Shrine, which now means that after 10 years, I have this one stud that wasn't even in the box. So yeah, I don't have it. But what I do have is just a ton of Season 4 sets. Honestly, this is the happiest I've been in months. Season 4 is my favourite Ninjago season, but somehow I didn't even own the 2 sets that came in this box. And although Lego remade them years later, there is nothing like the classic sets from 2015. Like, they've got the OG instructions with this guy showing you how to open a box. Legend. And classic Ninjago minifigures with some brilliant play features if you want to wear an eye patch for the rest of your life. These sets were such a blast from the past, and even though I had to go through the pain of building up Lloyd set, it actually turned out really nice and is honestly probably better than the version that was remade over 6 years later. So nice job, Lego. Whilst this box came with some pretty interesting sets, I actually do have some self-respect and refuse to put myself through the pain. So I wanted to build something that I've actually always wanted. Lego dragons are some of the best sets that Ninjago makes. You've got small dragons, big dragons, blue, red, golden, mutated, and completely atrocious dragons. But this box came with some of the best, like Sensei Wu's dragon from Season 5. No, I didn't get any Season 5 sets because I was too busy being incredibly cool and dominating life as a 10-year-old. But now with the help of the mystery box, I had one of the best looking dragons that came with tons of side builds, like this cool temple thing, as well as some great minifigures, including this dog, which makes this set worthwhile. The same thing happened with Skybound though. I never got any of the sets, which is a shame when it's such a cool season, with kid-friendly themes like kidnapping, trauma, and death. Lloyd's NRG Dragon is probably one of my personal favourite looking dragons that Lego's ever made. It's simple, acts as a throwback to Season 4, and comes with tons of really unique pieces. Not to mention the great selection of minifigures and huge side builds, which honestly make this set an absolute blast to build. But also a cannon where you can place a minifigure and launch them across your roof. But the only thing is, it's a Lloyd set, so it's stuck at a 3 out of 10. But Skybound also saw Jay's Elemental Dragon, which isn't a particularly interesting dragon, but it's definitely not as bad as some of the ones that Lego's made recently. I mean, at least it's got some cool minifigures and an okay dragon build, as well as this turret, which you can use to shoot studs and pollute your room. And all the sets that I've built so far combined add up to $240, which is way over what I paid for this, and honestly, there's so many sets left. Like, this set is one of the most unique Ninjago sets, Cryptarium Prison. It's basically just a small build with tons of minifigures, which Lego very rarely makes. Genuinely, I could not believe how many sets came in this box that I've actually always wanted. This set comes with tons of awesome prints and exclusive minifigures, like Prison Zane, Captain Soto, a Stone Warrior, and Dave. It's basically just a prison, which is where you'll be going if you don't subscribe. It literally even has a toilet build for when minifigures need to, you know. But to be honest, over the years, Ninjago's made some questionable decisions, like the Ninjago movie, which to be honest was a bit strange, I might argue. But the sets were just amazing. Jay's Lightning Jet was one of the sets that released, and again, I never got this set thanks to this fella. I hate him with my whole heart. But this set is actually so good, with tons of minifigures that I've literally had to make custom because I never owned them. This was like a dream come true, and as I carried on building, it turned into a bit of a nightmare. Because there was no numbered bags, tons of pieces missing, and loads of extras. So I've definitely built it wrong because the play feature doesn't even work, but to be honest, I don't care. Because now I have this pretty impressive build to add to my collection, as well as this crab thing. These might be my favourite minifigures ever. But there's actually only 2 to go, apart from the sets that I just don't want to build and already have. The Ninjago movie sets also included some of the best mechs, boats, buildings, and dragons. The Green Ninja Dragon mech is one of the standout sets, and this mystery box had one. This would be a pretty huge set, which was made easier to build by the fact that loads of the parts were already built. In the movie, this thing is pretty damn cool, with tons of weapons and a really detailed design, which is honestly perfect if you want to try and end your dad's life. Building this was sort of a task because it's so huge and there were no bags, but it was well worth the wait because it looks so good. You've got this custom molded head, which is just like from the movie, as well as a place for Lloyd, a tail that can move, and honestly, this thing is so comically long. I know that in the film it's long, but honestly, it kind of feels a bit weird. I thought I'd do it wrong. And it also means there's only 1 set left. The Ultra Stealth Raider. Now look, I don't know what it is about this set, but genuinely, I've just always been so annoyed that I missed out on it. This was sort of a remake of the 2012 version, which is another one of my favourites, but somehow I never got around to buying. Mainly because the current price has really put me off. But to be honest, this looked really promising, and as I put out all of the pieces and began building, things went fine initially, and then something terrible happened. Basically, I knew that this wasn't enough pieces for the huge set, which meant that I'd been completely scammed. I'd had my $200 stolen from me and been made an absolute fool because I never thought to... Yep, there actually is just like a whole other bag. I'm a genius. So naturally, I continued building one of my most wanted sets. This thing was pretty big, to be honest, coming with loads of different sub-builds, and in my opinion, looks better than both of the other versions. This one is better. It's so futuristic with a jet section, sleek design, and treads. You've got 4 sections that come apart with some bikes, a main car thing, and a jet. As well as Chen, whose mech had tons of missing pieces, so I couldn't actually build it, but it's still a win because I love this man. And with all the sets now built, I had an insane amount of Ninjago sets from across the years, which all added up to around $500 total. I paid $200 for it, which is completely insane, and now I own all of these sets, plus the several others that I can't be bothered to build. But this amount of sets has just taken over my entire room. They are everywhere. Like, literally everywhere. I have no room whatsoever for, like, any of them, so please subscribe. So, to make some more room for Ninjago sets, I ended up building myself a brand new office studio space in my backyard to put all of my Lego in. This thing took months to build, but, you know, if I'm going to collect every Ninjago set ever released, we need to facilitate it. And what better place to start than with something just absolutely insane. This is the biggest Ninjago set of all time. The size of this thing. It's literally bigger than me. I've made it my literal life goal for the past few years to try and get across to Lego what the fans actually want to see in new Ninjago sets. Fellas, they did it. They actually did it. Alright, so here's a minifigure for scale. Huge. I mean, this set not only has over 6,000 pieces and costs over $300, I think this is actually very possibly the happiest day of my life. Yes! I had such high expectations. I mean, could it really live up to the hype? I mean, there's only really one way to find out.
Hey, is your old phone giving you a hard time? Why don't you swing by Sex and upgrade today? It's easier on the wallet, better for the planet, and with a giant 5-year warranty, you'll be grinning to... Hey, I'm recording an ad here! Get out of the way! Ah, forget about it! Sex, stores everywhere. Online at WeBuy.com or search CEX.
Bags. Now this set had literally dozens of bags filled with parts. This actually isn't even half of them. There's literally more in here. Look at all those stickers. So I thought, what better time to crack on with building the set and see if it's as good as I hoped. Wait, hang on a sec. What is this? That is absolutely not on. Building this thing would probably take me days to do, and I know exactly what to watch. Obviously, we've got to watch the brand new Ninjago season perfectly legally and not pirating it. One of the main reasons this set is so incredible is because you can literally connect it to the second biggest Ninjago set. But building a set with over 6,000 pieces is not an easy task whatsoever. Not to mention a set like this with so many complex features and intricate details, but all in all, it would be worth it in the end because of the insane insane minifigure selection. Over 21 minifigures come in this set, including some that I've been begging LEGO to make for years, like Cyrus Ball. I'm a bit obsessed with him now that I look back. But LEGO finally put him in a set after all this time, as well as Gale Gossip and Dareth. Mwah! I love you so much. Ultimately, once I finish building this set, my life will be complete and I'll live happily ever after for the rest of my days. Alright, so the set's about halfway done, I'd say. This is making me feel a lot better. Oh yeah, and a little backstory. Over the past few months, I've been doing A-levels, which are basically like final exams, so I've had no time whatsoever to build this bad boy. I mean, I literally stayed up till midnight on release day when I had an exam at 9 AM the day after. And the progress was going really well. The minifigures were all beginning to add up. This is another minifigure that we've been wanting for like literally years. Are you actually kidding me? Until I literally can't find it. An entire minifigure was missing. I'd been scammed, taken advantage of, and I'd never be able to. False alarm, they just decided to put 26 in 2 bags. What is the point? Now building was truly underway, going through the dozens of bags left. I mean, there is literally like over 50 in this set. It's crazy. Alright, we're on to the third and final book now. This is it. And the more I built, the cooler the play features were. I mean, what's cool about a set like this is that it genuinely feels like a living, breathing city. Like somewhere you could go for a nice walk in the day and get mugged and lose all your belongings. We've seen Ninjago City under attack so much in the show, and it's so cool to see it come together in actual LEGO form. You've got Gale Gossip here. I literally custom built one of these like a few months ago because LEGO had never made it. You've got Cyrus Borg's tower thing. Yet again, I've literally custom built this myself to try and just get LEGO to make it, and they've kind of done it. I don't know if I count this, but it's pretty good. But of course, one of the biggest draws of this set, there is no way. Oh my. Alright, now this is actually very exciting. You don't understand how long I've wanted this minifigure. Here you go. Oh my god. Huh? Yes. Just insane. So here's my custom one, and here's LEGO's one. What? Now I only had a handful of bags left to finish this set off, and I can't lie, it was absolutely worth it. It's so nearly done. The entire build was finally coming to a close. The dozens of hours spent sat here building this set would be worth it. I don't actually think I can get across to you how much this means to me. Another minifigure who I've really wanted for like ages. I built my own version of Dareth's bar, Laffy's, because I wanted to show LEGO just how awesome it could be. And at last, they put it into an actual set, which looks so sick. Alright, it's literally the last bag now. It's taken ages. Please, please subscribe. But eventually, I got through the final bag, and... Alright, so here we go. And it's done. Now I have this absolute monster of a set, taking up 2 base plates and encompassing everything awesome about Ninjago. With over 21 minifigures in this set, not only is it shocking how many are exclusive, but also just how great they are. I mean, fellas, just look at this selection. Like, you get someone that works at Cyrus Borg's shop, a chef, a dojo kid, which is of course not to mention, oh, I don't know, the like 7 or 8 main characters that we've been wanting for like years. Racer 7 from Prime Empire, Vinny the cameraman, probably one of the best minifigures in this set, as well as Miss Domina. You've got Blacksmith Kai. We've wanted him since like 2011. Long overdue. Yes! Another character who's been missing for like years. He's just gorgeous. Oh, and did I mention Camille? So this is one of the Elemental Masters that we've been missing since Season 4 in LEGO, which means I can throw her together with all of the other Elemental Masters. I mean, just look at this. This is literally like my prized possession. And I mean, how can I not talk about Gale Gossip? A character that's been in the show since like 2012, never got a minifigure, and everybody has campaigned. And the minifigure is perfect. Apart from the fact that they used the wrong hairpiece, even though the actual hairpiece exists. So obviously, I mean, what would you expect? I went out and bought one. Decapitate her real quick. And now it's perfect. I mean, you've obviously got Dareth in his bartending uniform. Oh my, it's just incredible. It is probably actually like my favourite Ninjago minifigure, apart from, of course, Cyrus Ball. Look at him, the most wanted Ninjago minifigure from like every fan ever. I mean, I just didn't realise LEGO were this competent. I just can't believe we got him. But let's not forget the actual set itself. I mean, this thing has tons of play features like this super slow cable car, which me personally, I'm not riding that. As well as an elevator for Cyrus Borg and even a working flushing toilet. Yes, someone at LEGO got paid to make this. That's actually crazy. But the best part about this set are the tiny details hidden inside of the buildings, like this house having a bed with a picture of called Nia, and a bakery below it with some very nice food. Next door to this house is a little apartment with a balcony, as well as this other apartment with bunk beds that nobody would ever fit in. I mean, this cannot be ethical. You've also got Gareth's Bar Laughies, which has karaoke, a pool table, darts, 10 out of 10. I mean, not only are the tiny details super cool, but the set overall is just absolutely stunning. I mean, it feels like an actual city with so much character, so many references to the show, like Ty's Blacksmith, a version of Borg's Tower. This set not only delivers for the price, but the charm and love put into it makes it feel virtually priceless. There's just something so nice about owning a set like this and knowing that I can at any point flush the Lego toilet for a cheeky surprise. Alright then, so let's just give this a go, shall we? I now wanted to combine markets with the other biggest Ninjago set, Gardens. But if I so much as made a slightly wrong step, all this work, the hours of grinding would be for nothing. Oh my god, this is scary. Wait, which way is this supposed to go? There we go. Yes, I've done it. Fellas, there you have it. The biggest Ninjago set of all time. The size of this thing is actually just crazy. This is probably my size. It's just huge. What do you mean by that? This is easily the most impressive thing I've ever seen built out of Lego. Wow. Fellas, I can't lie, Ninjago Markets might just be my new favourite set of all time. This thing has over 10,000 pieces, making it one of the biggest Lego sets of all time. From, of course, the greatest show of all time, which I've been following for my entire life. I'm still black. I mean, here's a minifigure for scale. It's just insane. I can't lie, I am just so grateful to Lego that they actually made this set. I mean, it kind of is a childhood dream come true, I can't lie. And I pray to God that they keep doing sets like this, because they're just so good. But if there's one thing that I really want, it's for you to subscribe right now. Why aren't you already subscribed? Just do it. Now, by this point, I had a pretty good amount of Ninjago sets, but still quite a lot to come. I mean, like, a lot to come. And some of the sets which I was lacking in are the villain sets from across the years, which, you know, gave me a great opportunity to do something really cool, because for my entire life, I've always wanted to build the biggest Ninjago army of all time. But the issue is, I have literally 5 minifigures. So naturally, I hopped onto eBay and rinsed my life savings to buy all of these Lego sets and minifigures here, which is quite a lot. I want this army to be the most powerful Lego army of all time. So powerful, in fact, that it would be capable of taking out just about any threat that it faced, whilst including the most iconic sets and minifigures from across Ninjago's past. But in order to build this thing up, we need to start with phase 1, the bare bones. Alright, so the army I want to start with is the Skeleton Army. You know, they're a classic one from like over 12 years ago. But of course, you know, I'm going to need some skeleton minifigures, and don't you worry, I got plenty. With the insane amount of packages I bought, I now had over 30 skeleton minifigures, which would play a vital role in forming this army. According to Wikipedia, these things are known for their indestructibility and not needing to eat or sleep, which makes them the perfect candidates to base this entire army around. I mean, you've got all sorts of different types of skeletons, like, these guys who look awfully familiar. Anyways, I think what I really need to do now is just go ahead and try and, you know, build some vehicles, which, if only I had some, which was lucky, because then this set magically started building itself, which was crazy, which would help support these indestructible soldiers and included a play feature where we can squash any enemies who dare to challenge us. On top of that, there was also the Skull Turbo Shredder, a larger car-like build, which I used dark magic to build up. And honestly, it was really cool, because as it drives, the mouth literally opens up, which would be ideal for taking any enemies out, and was a great addition to phase 1 of the army. Now, I think the skeleton army at the moment is looking pretty good, but I think there's just one more thing that I really need. A truck, which Lego actually released over 12 years ago as the Skull Truck. I mean, this is one of the oldest Ninjago sets of all time, and literally even has a sneak peek to what will come next in this army, as well as loads of nostalgic Ninjago content. But building this thing up was not easy, because all of the pieces weren't in bags, so it took me around 3 hours to build it, which left us with a hugely imposing truck with a missile hand that could be used to take out enemies long range, or even just eat them using the suspension due to the sheer size of this thing. And now with phase 1 of this army basically done, including every single skeleton vehicle and now having a leader, it was time to introduce phase 2 of the army, the Bite. Alright, so currently this is what my Serpentine army looks like, which isn't going to be enough. The Serpentine would be vital for phase 2 of this plan because they have the ability to transform vehicles and people into snakes. Fighting Darth Vader, well, he's a snake now, so it's fine. Not to mention their extreme loyalty, which would make them a hugely powerful asset to have in this army. So I decided to go ahead and get these 2 boxes here, and let me just show you what's in these. First up, the Rattlecopter, and then, you know, nothing crazy, just every single Serpentine vehicle. Yes! Dude, this is gonna be so sick. This is gonna be insane. Oh my god. Having these vehicles would allow us to take the Serpentine wherever they needed to be, like behind enemy lines to infect the opposition. Starting off with the Rattlecopter, which came out all the way back in 2012. It would not only help to build up the army a little bit, but also provide air support with these bombs that literally drop snakes to infect people. I mean, these things are just so overpowered. Alright, this other bag now. See, old Ninjago sets like this one here, for example, can be extremely expensive to buy nowadays on eBay. But somehow I found a listing of this bad boy, as well as 2 other sets for only $50. I can't believe I did that. Wow. I started off by fixing up the Vampire truck, which had this huge tail that would be very useful for taking out the trash. And started off phase 2 of this army very well, because this thing is absolutely massive. On top of that, there was also the Bicycle, which seemed to have a missing tail, which is kind of strange, but I'm sure it's nothing, right? As well as yet another Rattlecopter, which is great because I remember losing this thing in a restaurant when I was 7 years old, and it was very traumatic. I also added the Vampire Wrecking Ball to the army, which I got like 2 years ago for £5 on eBay, which is still one of the wildest deals I've ever found. And then roughly set up the army, which had some weird looking snakes, but the army was beginning to look a bit overcrowded, so I bought myself 12 fake Lego base plates because they're so much cheaper than the real ones. And while I waited for them to arrive, I went through my collection to see what else I could find. I think basically what I'm going to do is try and go through all these boxes and see like what I can find. I managed to salvage the Vampire mech, and after the base plates arriving and putting them all down for the army to go on, phase 2 of the army was done. And the army was coming together very nicely by this point. But at the moment, I think it could definitely use a bit of scaling up. Now it was time for phase 3, the Bedrock. Box time. First box, let's see what we've got, shall we? What is this? I have no idea what this is. I'm kidding, I know exactly what this is, I ordered it. I wanted to add what is quite possibly the most powerful army from all of Ninjago, the Stone Warriors. If you don't know, these guys are essentially the most overpowered characters from the show because they're made out of an indestructible material. Alright, so this is the Stone Army at the moment, not great. So I did in fact go and buy a couple more of these guys, very nice. As well as of course the set which I bought, which was the Garmatron. A vehicle capable of shooting this sludge that can turn anything it touches evil. And something that could definitely take this army to the next level because in the show it is ridiculous. So naturally I began building this thing which came out over 10 years ago and was just so cool to have. It came with 2 more Stone Warriors as well as a prison cell, a tank-like build, and Zane, who I used as target practice for this thing. It wasn't too effective. So I wanted to add a giant Stone Warrior who is undoubtedly like one of the strongest soldiers in this army, due to not only his sheer size but also indestructible swords which complete phase 3 of this army. And takes us on to phase 4, the Henchmen. Probably one of my favourite armies in Ninjago has to be Chen's army. Probably one of my bigger armies in my collection, but you know, this wasn't going to cut it, and if I wanted the army to be as powerful as possible, I'd need to hop on eBay again and get a few more sets here, which started out with the Anachondrite Crusher, which was insanely fun to build and included more soldiers alongside an insanely intimidating vehicle and a little catapult. So naturally I went ahead and bought another one to go alongside it. Look at this, we're going to be unstoppable. As well as of course this last set here, which is the Anachondrite Helicopter Attack. These sets I've like always wanted, so it's sick. Aerial support was going to be vital in this army, and putting this thing together, it was clear why it would be so important. I mean, not only did it look super cool, it could also shoot out a net to catch any enemies, which would be insane. Then I also threw in 2 more little turrets from the worst Ninjago set of all time, and was left with an absolutely insane Ninjago army. But I had no way of fitting all these sets on. So what I'm going to go ahead and try and do is just sort all of this stuff out. I've got some of these. They're transparent pieces. I started with organising the vehicles and putting them into place, like the helicopters flying, for example, which looked very cool. Then of course was time to place the minifigures around the army, which was a very time-consuming process that left me with something just absolutely insane. This absolutely massive Ninjago army that 7-year-old me would not believe, including the skeletons at the backline of the army with all their vehicles and super durable soldiers, soldiers, followed by the insanely huge serpentine portion featuring helicopters, mechs, land vehicles, and tons of soldiers who are all behind the Garmatron, which is protected by an array of Anachondri warriors, as well as various different vehicles and helicopters supporting the front line of stone warriors. I mean, this army is absolutely insane. Wait, hang on a sec. Why is there these massive holes in the army? That's kind of weird.
You have done well, my ninja, and now with our knowledge we shall be able to destroy his army and stop him from overtaking us once and for all.
Hey, is your old phone giving you a hard time? Why don't you swing by Sex and upgrade today? It's easier on the wallet, better for the planet, and with a giant 5-year warranty, you'll be grinning to... Hey, I'm recording an ad here. Get out of the way. Forget about it. Sex, stores everywhere. Online at WeBuy.com or search CEX.
And you know, things were coming along very well. However, you know, the issue is, this is the biggest Ninjago army ever, but it's missing a few things. So I absolutely drained my savings to buy tons of minifigures and sets to finally complete this thing, and have the biggest, most powerful and impressive Ninjago army of all time. Which starts with these boxes here, which were very expensive. The army currently has 4 factions: the Skeletons, Serpentine, Stone Warriors, and Anachondri. However, Ninjago has so many more than that, which I would need to add to this army to make sure it was the most powerful thing and able to take out just about any threat. Alright, so here is like all of the other villains I have. I mean, this is literally every single Ninjroid I own. Like 3.5. The Ninjroids are incredibly strong soldiers who can turn invisible, have no emotions, and are totally focused on the mission. So you already know I had to add them into this army. I also bought some hoodie pieces so that I could add them to the bold Ninjroids to cover up their balding, disgusting heads. I think that these guys being robots are going to be vital for like gathering intel. In the show, these guys are absolute menaces, and 8-year-old me was absolutely terrified of them, and I distinctly remember having nightmares about them. So I went ahead and got myself a few little things. The Harbor Hunters. So I grabbed an Ninjroid to help me build this thing up, and eventually I was left with an incredibly powerful ninja destroying machine with missiles and a razor blade which spins as it drives, which is just crazy. So naturally I went ahead and got myself another one. Obviously. I mean, look, fellas, I'm not gonna lie, I love these things so much. So now I have 2 of them, and honestly, these things are so cool. They're gonna make the army so powerful. And after adding them to the current Ninjroid army, I hopped onto eBay and found the most insane deal for something that would contribute hugely to the Ninjroid army. Something just mental. The best deal that I've ever found. I spent like $40 on this set here. And literally just for that, I am in crippling debt. So after some more Ninjroid magic, the X1 Ninja Charger was done. But obviously, I don't really need it at all because these are actually the only 2 things that I wanted from this set and the reason I bought them. So now I was left with a pretty decent Ninjroid army, but compared to what I'd already built in part 1, it was basically nothing. Some of the most iconic soldiers from Ninjago are the Ghosts, who appeared in 2015 over 8 years ago. Although currently I have approximately 11 minifigures. So after some more spending, I started bulking out the army of Ghosts, which are insanely powerful because they can pass through solid objects, turn invisible, or even fly, which meant they would be very valuable. But one of the most important things about the Ghost is the fact that they can actually, like, possess people. And I bought something to do just that. These are called Screamers, and are a form of ghost which can attach to any enemy's head and possess them into doing whatever you want. So I grabbed every single elemental master I owned and put one of these on their heads. I did this for everyone, which left me with an incredibly powerful army of mind-controlled superheroes, with abilities like super speed, shape-shifting, even mind-reading, which makes this army already insanely overpowered. But then I also added in these boxes here. Alright, so first up, Morrow's Dragon. This is sick! Dude, I've wanted this set for ages. I'm so excited. This is an absolute dream set of mine, and one which I absolutely loved building, because when these sets actually released, I was too busy being incredibly cool. But now I have Morrow's Dragon, which is honestly one of the best dragons that LEGO's ever made. This thing is massive. Genuinely, this is going to be one of the coolest things in the army. You've got to have a dragon. I mean, you've got to have one. But also, I thought we might need some, you know, ground control. The chain cycle ambush. The stickers are literally still in here. What? So I got to building this bad boy up, which hopefully would allow me to take soldiers from the army wherever they needed to go. Because I mean, this thing is absolutely huge. And not only does it look amazing, but it also has the ability to pull this thing back and launch a chain, which can be used to take out enemies from long range, as well as coming with even more soldiers for the army. However, things started looking a bit messy, so I did a bit of organising, which left me with this absolutely massive Ninjago army, including tons of huge planes, vehicles, elemental masters, hundreds upon hundreds of soldiers.
Master, the serpentine serum is complete.
Then the time is nearly upon us to strike and show the true power of Playmobil.
Hey, is your old phone giving you a hard time? Why don't you swing by Sex and upgrade today? It's easier on the wallet, better for the planet, and with a giant 5-year warranty, you'll be grinning to... Hey, I'm recording an ad here. Get out of the way. Ah, forget about it. Sex, stores everywhere. Online at WeBuy.com or search CEX.
Okay, so what I think this army could really do with is a mech of some sort. Dude, I'm so excited for this, man. I went ahead and bought myself the Ghost Mech, a classic Ninjago set that is adored by most fans of the show and something that would be super useful in this army. Simply due to the strength and size of this thing, like imagine it running towards you. You're turning around and running the other way. And after like an hour or so of building, it was finally done. I have to say, I think this is genuinely possibly one of the best mechs that LEGO has like ever made. It's sick. 4 arms, loads of weapons, tons of great detail. I mean, it's gonna be amazing in the army, okay? But one group of soldiers which people have been begging me to put in this army in the last video was the Sky Pirates. A group of loyal pirates who are specially equipped to traverse the skies. Now, the army already has a few helicopters and things, but the issue is... Alright, so this currently is what I'm working with. It's not a lot, but I bought like tons of other minifigures. Much better. I bought tons of the same minifigure, which allowed me to just grab any random yellow head and make them into a pirate, which honestly worked pretty well, I'd say. But these pirates would be completely useless by themselves without any ships to fly. So I grabbed this first box, which just so happened to include the Sky Shark, a beautiful little jet thingy, which I began building up. And honestly, this thing is amazing. Coming with an extra pilot and a sleek design, I grabbed some extra clear bricks and placed it into the army. So now it can be used to drop dynamite on the enemies below. Very nice. However, LEGO released many more sky ships than just this one, so I went ahead and bought this set here. This is sick. It's literally like brand new. The nostalgia is real. The Sky Pirates are some of my favourite characters because there's so many distinct characters like Doubloon and Clancy who actually came with this set. And after finishing off building, I added this bad boy over the army with details like this air balloon, pirate flag, and even a console of controls. But honestly, there's one more thing I really want to add, which I'm very excited to do. This Fortune's Key, the ultimate Sky Pirate ship. I mean, this thing is absolutely massive, and it's absolutely incredible in the show, making it one of my favourite Ninjago vehicles ever. But the parts weren't bagged, so it was going to take me a while. In total, it took around 4.5 hours to finish, but I'd say it was absolutely worth it with its huge propellers, skeleton on the front, massive interior, not to mention the 2 smaller ships it came with, like this one for my boy Clancy. So after adding in the pirates themselves, finally my work on this army was done. With well over 100 minifigures, 20 plus sets, this would be absolutely unstoppable.
For too long, LEGO has overshadowed Playmobil, and today I will bring an end to your pathetic army and show once and for all that we are superior. I have been secretly infiltrating your army and learned of all of your secrets, and now I am unstoppable.
So the army was only really left with one option.
are pathetic. Wait, what's happening? No, stop!
I called in some backup from the generic army to help me take him down. With over 200 unique armies created by people from across the globe and all walks of life, all united to take down this common enemy, we would be unstoppable. The creativity in these awesome armies was absolutely breathtaking, and the vastness of the soldiers and builds was insane. Altogether, these armies began to work against the Playmobil and slowly but surely ensure his inevitable demise. With fans of all ages sharing their unique creations, every single one was equally as incredible and impressive, which meant the Playmobil stood no chance whatsoever. And now I collected so many of the classic Ninjago sets, it was time to look forward to what LEGO was releasing now, because basically LEGO releases tons and tons of sets every year. And if I'm going to get my hands on every single Ninjago set, then, you know, I kind of need to be keeping up with it. And well, boys, listen up, because, fellas, this is every single Dragon's Rising Ninjago set ever released. And today I'm going to be building and reviewing every single one of them. This is over 28 sets, costing well over $1,500 in this one video, with dozens of mags, vehicles, dragons, and minifigures from the last 3 waves of sets. So this is literally only the first set. This is going to take me forever. I started out with the Destiny's Bounty from the first wave of Dragon's Rising sets because, well, you know, I don't think LEGO has made quite enough of these. And it should let me know if I've just wasted my money. There's this cute little dragon. Very nice. Building all of these sets took me over 7 months to do. And whilst I've bought entire waves in the past, this is far bigger than anything else I've ever done. Building is going pretty well, I'd say. I love Ninjago so much. And after about 4 hours straight of putting this thing together and finishing up building, fellas, it's finally done. I mean, this thing is huge. I mean, it's so slick, got so many, like, interior details and little Easter eggs. The dragon literally sits in the front. That's insane. And the minifigure selection is great. You not only have the classic ninja with Sensei Wu, but also new main characters from the show, as well as Raptor, who's one of the villains with one of the worst hairlines I've ever seen. But there are still dozens of sets left to get through and no time to waste. This is Sora's transforming mech bike racer, which is a bit of a mouthful. I actually pray that this is good. Please. This is probably one of my most wanted sets from this wave. I mean, the pink anime aesthetic truly is for the boys. And in the show, this thing is... And before long, I finished building the set. But apparently, it transforms. Alright then, let's try and figure this out. This not only acted as a fantastic mech build, but also a motorbike build, and despite the fact that these are 2 areas of Ninjago which have been kind of overdone, they still feel equally as unique and innovative. And it's definitely something that I'll be playing with. I mean, putting on a shelf. Or on display. On display. So far things were going very well, but believe me, it wouldn't last for very long. I decided to go ahead and build Lloyd and Aaron's Ninja Team mech, which had some not so great reviews. I mean, I'm not even being funny, but what is this? So I cracked it open and began building it, which started off with a basic little build for Aaron's mech, which honestly looked pretty great. So far, so good. As well as then another few hundred pieces for Lloyd's mech, which I reluctantly started to build up. And after about an hour or so of building, in between my periodic breaks to cry about how much I spent, it was finally done. To be honest, this set is not as bad as I initially thought. It's actually pretty huge. Aaron's mech is pretty decent, and Lloyd's mech actually looked okay when it was covered by Aaron. But when you put them together, it looks pretty good. I mean, you've got the sword, tons of like great detailing, and Aaron's mech is great. Not to mention the minifigures, which are incredibly diverse with another Raptor. I really hope there's more of this guy, because maybe we can combine his hairline or something. Fix him up. C tier. But you know what isn't C tier? The Elemental Dragon versus the Empress mech. I'm so excited. Oh, I've actually like... Yes! This bad boy has to be one of the best Ninjago sets that LEGO has like ever released, and one that I could not wait to get building. I mean, we started off with this small little jet thing with Jay on it, as well as this Lord Ras minifigure. He's a lion. Which was followed up by building the Emperor's mech. Now, Ninjago is known for its mechs, but so far this wave have proven to be pretty terrible, so building this thing up, I was praying that it would improve on that. This is actually quite possibly my favourite Ninjago mech of all time. The level of detail was insane, and the design was just so incredible, not to mention the scale. I'm actually so surprised. So naturally, I moved on to building up the Elemental Dragon. Yet another area which Ninjago has done to death. But building this thing up, there was something so special special and different about it? Alright, so this thing is huge. It's literally the same size as me. What? The detailing on it is just insane. I mean, it's so huge with so many incredible building techniques. I mean, this mech as well is great. Oh, hold on, sorry. Forgot to tell you something. You can literally weaponize this thing even more. What the hell? This is top 5 favorite Ninjago sets of all time. It's just crazy. What's also crazy is the price of some of these sets. I mean, it's insane. So I went ahead and got building 2 of the smaller sets here, starting off with the Empyrean Dragon Hunter Hound, which has a great minifigure selection and a pretty great build for the price. 7 out of 10. It's pretty good. Then you've also got Zane Spinjitzu Race Car. Now, LEGO loves to do these car type builds, but this thing not only comes with some amazing minifigures, but also a unique take on the car build, because if you move the wheels up, it spins. It's literally a car that does Spinjitzu. So now you can, I don't know, spin the car as much as you want, I guess. Very innovative. I'm gonna have to go and give this like an 8 out of 10 because the car spinning is just insane. Why does it spin? One of the sets I'm more interested in is this one here. Heatwave's Transforming Lava Dragon. See, the dragons so far have been insane in this wave, and in the show this thing plays such a huge role, so it had to be good. I pray it is. I began opening this thing and started building it, and that's all of the parts you'll get. And having spent so much on these sets, this absolutely had to be worth the money. So after about an hour straight of building, it was done. It came with a range of minifigures, including Wildfire, who's actually exclusive to this set, as well as this sideboard for Lord Ras, and of course the dragon, who honestly didn't look as bad as I expected, okay? But with a few simple movements, it could transform into a dragon with scoliosis that could shoot, oh, hang on 2 seconds, could shoot a dragon energy core. Great minifigures, good build, detail. See, now I had tons of vehicles, mechs, and dragons, but no actual buildings. So the next set to build was one of the biggest sets from this wave, the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores. This set came with over 1,000 pieces and cost around $100. This is a lot of LEGO, wow. And is undoubtedly one of, if not the best type of Ninjago sets that LEGO does. I mean, look at sets like this and tell me that I'm wrong. Right, so this is what we've got so far. It's looking pretty good. And the more I built this thing, the more I was just shocked. I'm not even gonna lie, this might be one of the best Ninjago builds we've ever seen. This thing is so detailed. The minifigures are like great. We get the Spirit of the Temple, which is an exclusive minifigure, by the way, as well as several other fantastic minifigures. I mean, you've got great details like this belt thing at the top, not to mention all of these weird, like, demolition play features for some reason if you want to, like, destroy the thing. And, well, it's, they got a drink, I guess. This wave is just so good. LEGO, you've done it again. You really could not do any wrong. It's incredible. But I may have been a bit naive. Now, I may or may not have forgotten a few sets, which is on me. You're going to understand why I left these ones to last, because they're not great. So I made the 40-minute drive to 2 of my local toy stores in order to pick up the last few sets that I'd forgotten to get. Right, here we are. I've got a bag. And in this bag, I've got a few sets. I went ahead and bought another $100 of sets, including the 4+ ones and the spinners. Alright, I really want to start off with these 4+ sets here, because, I mean, LEGO has not had a good track record. Firstly, you had Nia and Aaron's baby dragon battle, which came with the villain side build, Nia, Aaron, a turret, and of course, this little baby dragon thing. I mean, I don't know what is going on with the mouth there. Pretty interesting, I guess. Really, LEGO? What? With this set not being too great, I hopped on to building the next 4+ set, which was the Kai and Ras battle bike. Starting off with a pretty decent build for Kai. I have to say, I quite like this 4+ set. Very nice. And this bike for Lord Ras is honestly kind of nice. LEGO, you've surprised me again. The price, the minifigures, the builds, it's all very good. But now we're on to the spinners for this wave. And not to brag or anything, but growing up, I was an absolute beast, okay? Anyone I went up against, I was taking them out. And here, LEGO gave us 3 spinners of Lloyd, Nia, and Kai, which actually span surprisingly well and could be used for hours of fun to destroy your enemies and prove yourself to be the biggest Ninjago fan of all time. Which is, of course, me, but... I mean, this is every single minifigure from this wave of sets, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But would be nothing compared to the remaining sets that I had to build, and, you know, putting everything, including Ninjago markets, all together, you can really see just how huge this is already getting. This is what well over $1,000 of LEGO looks like. There is so many, like, different sets. However, there was still dozens of sets left to build and no time to waste. So I bought all of the sets from the second wave, which had some of the best builds clothes LEGO has ever made, and also sent me back a few more $100. Seriously, I genuinely need to seek professional help at this point. Just look at all of these sets here. But the only way to know if these were any good was, of course, to get building. Starting off with this set here, Egolf the Master Dragon. I got the new Ninjago season on, I got the set to build. Life is currently unbeatable, okay? I'm living my best life. Let's build this thing. LEGO has literally made hundreds of dragons over the years, but this one, for some reason, seems to stand out because it's got a hat and a mustache. In case you didn't know, that's not really normal for dragons to have. The build itself, I think, is pretty nice. You know, you got these like lovely fabric wings. Not to mention the fact that this set also comes with some incredible minifigures. You've got yourself the brand new Lloyd, the brand new Nia with a hairpiece, Sora, Lord Russ, and Cinder. I'm gonna be honest, I think the dragon does look slightly weird. I don't know, there's something about it just kind of just give me the chills a little bit. Makes me a bit uncomfortable. Subscribe. But it's not a bad set. Okay, so I think the dragon itself is quite, quite an interesting build. It's not the usual type of dragon that we get. He's got like this little sword thing that you can take off here. I don't know why a dragon would need a sword. Does he like put it in his feet or something and I don't really know, but he has a sword, so that's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and give this set 4 stars. It's pretty good. Let's try and see if there's any better sets, shall we? Right, so the next set I want to look at is the second biggest set, which is Kai's Elemental Fire Mech. Please be good. Now, I am a huge fan of Ninjago mechs. I mean, they release some pretty incredible ones, but historically they have also released Jay's Electro Mech. Oh, God, cold. Now, this set here, I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's a pretty interesting one because it's only $30, which, if you didn't know, is pretty incredible for a mech. And opening this thing up, I found something incredible. Probably one of the most insane things that I've ever seen in any LEGO set. Paper bags. What a fantastic idea. Good going, guys. You're saving the planet. Now, not only do you get one mech in this set for $30, you actually get 2. I'm gonna be honest, I think this mech genuinely might be like top 5 favorite Ninjago mechs. I just love the scale of this thing. I think the detailing is very, very good, okay? The massive sword is a win as well. Like, what's better than a massive sword to just like... I could see myself as a kid, playing with this. Definitely not as an adult. Definitely not. No. Then you also get this slightly not fantastic mech here. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like this wolf mech. I think it's a bit bare bones, a bit weird, and also furries. Why? Not to mention as well the array of minifigures you get. You get Kai, Zane, Jordana, and a Wolf Mask Warrior. Genuinely, I can't even complain about this set. I think it is literally possibly like top 10 Ninjago sets. I'm gonna have to give this set 4.5 stars. It's just beautiful, and honestly, fellas, I just really wish that there were more mechs because I don't think we have enough in this wave. Look at these bad boys. Mwah, mwah. Yes! In this wave as well, LEGO just decided, hey, you know what, we're just gonna be absolutely epic and release 2 more mechs in this wave that retail for $20 each. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Insane. Actually insane. I can't believe it. Also, the fact that these sets are absolutely incredible. So naturally, I decided to go ahead and build Sora's mech first because, pink. Anime aesthetic, bit of me. That's a bit of me. And oh my god, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Again, it's like fantastic proportions. It's a great scale. You got this cool little sword on this side. You got the spinny thing, which is amazing. I genuinely love this thing so much. And as well, for $20, you really can't go wrong. You're getting this, you're getting 2 minifigs, a little side build, which by the way, you can literally put the bad guy on it. You can like fly and fight Sora. I mean, it's gonna lose because this thing is absolutely incredible. And when you compare this Sora's mech to the one that LEGO released in the last wave, I think this one is like head and shoulders better than that. I mean, I love that set, and it was one of my favorites, but this thing is ridiculous. Which means obviously next to build was Cole's mech, and I'm a big Cole fan. I love Cole to death. And this thing just lived up to my expectations and, probably surpassed them. It's just beautiful. For $20, you're getting this absolutely beautiful mech build. I absolutely love this mech. I mean, it's a bit on the shorter side, but there's nothing wrong with that. He's absolutely built out of his mind, like Cole should be. I mean, he's the master of Earth, and he's the massive hammer. He's gonna hit some people with it. Fantastic. As well, you're getting Cole minifigure, you're getting another one of the bad guys. For the price, again, absolutely ridiculous. But what's weird about these sets is the fact that on all of the boxes, if you turn them around, you get this, which is basically a list of different mechs that you can make by combining them all, and they are fairly interesting. You can take Cole and remove his legs and give him Kai's legs. Hell, why not just remove his arm and give him Sora's lovely pink arm and create this abomination? The sets are literally perfect by themselves. You don't need to combine them. Don't do it. Honestly, I'm gonna have to give both of the sets 5 stars. They are incredible. Some of the best Ninjago sets that have ever been released. But now I'm in the mood for some mechs. I love a bit of a mech. Let's see what the next mechs are, shall we?
Hey, is your old phone giving you a hard time? Why don't you swing by Sex and upgrade today? It's easier on the wallet, better for the planet, and with a giant 5-year warranty, you'll be grinning to... I'm recording an ad here.
Get out of the way.
Ah, forget about it. Sex, stores everywhere. Online at weedbuy.com or search CEX.
This is going to be difficult for me. In case you didn't know, LEGO basically loves releasing 4+ sets for everything, but obviously because 4-year-olds have no rights, they decide, oh, let's just make them terrible. So, can't even look at it. I can't even look at it. What is this thing? The next set that I had to go ahead and build was Aaron's Battle Mech, which is a 4+ set, and I hate 4+ sets. Yeah, 4-year-olds, what do they want? Yeah, let's just give them the worst possible sets we can possibly create. You are raising this next generation to be completely brain dead. LEGO has a history of making terrible 4+ mechs for literally no reason. You know, you've got the Lloyd mech here, you've got Jay's Electro mech, and now, obviously, you've got this Aaron's Battle Mech. I mean, literally, just look at this thing. What is this? Oh yeah, he's got a cool sword and he's got this, like, you know, spinny thing. I wish I could gouge my eyes out with this so I never have to look at it again. There is genuinely a possibility that this set here is a contender for, like, one of the worst LEGO sets of all time. And then also they decided to throw in this weird, like, Green Goblin looking thing. This is 1 star. No, actually, you know what? Half a star. Third of a star. Editor, just put the star, like, as low as you can. The minifigures are the only thing slightly saving this set. Otherwise, whoever made this needs to be in prison. In jail. And then to make matters worse, they released this one here. The next set that I wanted to have a look at was Jay's Mech Battle Pack. Basically, Battle Packs are sets that come with tons of minifigures for, like, really cheap so you can build an army. This set here retails for $10, and honestly, I kind of like the set. I think, you know, for the price, you're getting some pretty fantastic minifigures. I mean, you're getting an exclusive Jay, Master Lloyd, and 2 villains, which is literally ridiculous for $10. And in case you didn't know, the whole point of Battle Packs is basically that people will go out and buy, like, 1,000 of them so they can build their army up. Mainly, like, clone armies, but, you know, if you wanted to build an army of these random blue guys, you can. So I went ahead and bought myself another one. Maybe this was a mistake, but I hate to say it, I kind of like this set. I wish LEGO did more smaller sets like this, maybe not such terrible builds, but, you know, it's okay. I'll give this one 3 stars. Alright, so now I've been through the majority of the sets, which are all basically nice. You know, I fancy a few more dragons and a few more, maybe, smaller, more interesting sets. Like, perhaps, these Dragon Strike sets that LEGO released. There's a Kai one, a Nia one, and an Aaron one. I hope for your sake, LEGO, they're good. You need to redeem yourself. Okay, let's just have a look at them, shall we? Basically, in pretty much every wave of Ninjago, LEGO released these little gimmick sets. You know, initially it was the spinners, then you had the Jitsu flyers. LEGO does this every year, and basically every time they do it, they've got to try and one-up themselves. This wave came with 3, all costing $10 each. In each of the sets, you're getting one of the ninja and then a villain, which, again, you know, 2 minifigures for $10, you literally can't go wrong with that. That is a pretty good deal. As well as this really bizarre build. I have no idea why they decided to do that. However, the function of these is honestly pretty incredible. Basically, what you do is you put this thing down on the table and you just get angry. You start thinking of the things that make you angry. Jay's Electro Mech, the terrible 4+ sets, how expensive LEGO has gotten, and you take that anger out, you just hit the dragon as hard as you can, and it goes flying, taking out any enemy that it wants. And honestly, that is pretty cool. Hats off to you, LEGO. Hats off to you, LEGO. I would have loved that as a kid. You come into class, your teacher's like talking smack, and just BAM! And the thing just goes flying into her face, taking her out. I do the dragon build could be a little bit better, and for that reason I'm gonna have to give these 4 stars. I'm quite impressed. I'm gonna be